Mahler's clapping. You just can't see it. Welcome to the show, everybody. Right on time. Real BBC. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. So much happening this week. We got Cineacon. We got Godzilla Minus One trailer coming out later today. We've got The Hollywood Reporter talking about bad fantasy adaptations, which I am just fascinated to see how this article turns out. I've skimmed it, but I don't know. I'm sure they're going to blame it on the fans, but let's take a look because it is kind of amazing. It's coming from them. One day, Christopher Eccleston sounds like a male feminist. The next day, he sounds like the most based individual on the planet. This guy is a roller coaster ride. A roller coaster ride of yeah, he's got something wrong with him, that guy. He does. Saudis are invading Hollywood. Spider-Man Brand New Day stuff. Batwoman sexually assaulted by Katy Perry.
An astronaut.
I'm sorry, an astronaut.
Is that the plot of Doomsday or what?
Oh, Doomsday. Thank you for bringing up Doomsday. Doomsday is going to cost $1 trillion to make. $1 trillion.
It's not far off $1 billion, so, you know.
And half of that's going to Robert Downey Jr. for being in the movie about 60% of the time. 60% of the time, it works all the time. 100% of the time. That's right. And George R.R. Martin has still not finished Wins a Winner.
Wow.
Oh, you.
There we go.
So shocked.
Little chimes there. I like it. I like it. What's up, Az?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. Great.
All right.
Back home. Awesome.
You how quick? That was quick.
It was a quick trip. It was a quick trip.
You got home quick.
Yeah. I left Saturday, came home Monday. We recorded all day Sunday. I went to the Y-Files and did the basement interview with AJ. Come out this week sometime, I think.
Well, Gary and Melissa went to this lovely store in Las Vegas.
Yes.
And they had like a life-size bumblebee.
Yeah.
Bigger than human size, not quite, bumblebee size, but like this massive bumblebee made out of
That's cool.
Car parts.
What?
Yep.
And I said, "Oh, that's nice." And you went, "Yeah, $70,000."
Uh-huh.
So I said, "I'll take 2."
Yep.
And then you went, "Tough. I've already bought 3."
I already bought 3. I got the last 3.
Oh my god.
Just put it in my luggage. Put it on the plane.
It was cool. It was well made. It's really, really well made. Yeah.
It was awesome. And it's in the airport. So it's this guy who makes stuff out of spark plugs and shit and gears and and it was just this big shop in the airport. Wow. Yeah, but we got there.
Get that on your flight.
We saw the Empire Strips Back
Again.
Well, my wife hadn't seen it. I've seen it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's fun. It's funny. It's a funny show.
Lots of bobs.
Lots of bobs.
Sure.
The Emperor is actually the funniest one.
I think you're gonna say the hottest one.
Oh, absolutely. So the Emperor does a strip tease and his like ball sack is hanging down almost to the floor, and he's like flipping it around. And it's like,
wow.
And it's to Wrecking Ball, and he gets on the Death Star, and the Death Star is the Wrecking Ball. It's so fucking funny.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I wanted to say something, but I think I'll pass.
Yeah. Empire Strips Back. 2 shows a night at the Rio in Vegas. That's where they'll be doing the Star Trek convention. So if you guys want to go. We've interviewed the guy who put that on. He's the one who made that Gotham 1939 book.
Oh, yeah, that's amazing, that book.
Yeah.
Only naturally went into Empire Strips Back then. Makes sense.
Well, he did a Batman, because these are burlesque shows. These aren't like strippers.
Yeah.
It's burlesque.
Yeah.
So, he did a Batman one, got sued.
Oh.
Got sued.
But that book he did is phenomenal.
It is really good.
Absolutely phenomenal. Yeah.
You can't good luck finding it.
Yeah.
Because he had to cease and desist.
On the book as well.
Yeah, on the book. Had to destroy. He had to destroy all the copies that were left, and he's all, "Oh, I lost them. Whoops, they're gone."
Sounds like what video game was it, Mauler? Was it Mass? Was it Mass something or something Mass?
Mass
Mass
Effect. I'm
Effect?
assuming you're not saying that.
Not Mass Effect. No, but there's a video game that had to get cease and desist, and any remaining copies destroyed. Chat on the 360. You'll get it, chat. Chat will be good. Too Human. That was it. Yeah, thank you. Well done.
Oh, right.
And I do have a sealed copy of Too Human for the 360.
My God.
It can happen. Concord, no. That was a cease and desist to exist.
A fart in the wind.
A fart in the wind. So yeah, went to Vegas, came back yesterday. Back to it. I was thinking about staying for Cineacon, but the ticket was, I could have gone in as press, but when Chris told me, I'm like, I'm not going. So I ended up going that weekend anyway. I'm like, oh, maybe I'll go. Couldn't get in as press. Ticket cost $1,700. I'm like,
jeez, yeah, it was.
Nah, I'll come home.
Pretty expensive.
And what was it? What was the takeoff from it? Was it too long, too short, too something, or whatever it was? Things are too expensive and they need to be cut down. $1,700 for a ticket. Please.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Tom Rothman goes out there and he's like, "Hey, theaters, you need to stop showing a half-hour ads."
Yeah.
And then he goes, "We'll do our part. We'll do our part. We'll make better movies."
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
How about you take why don't you give the theaters a bigger cut?
Yeah.
The gate. If you like, put your money where your mouth is and let the theaters have a bigger percentage. And then they won't have to show ads for a half an hour. So but we'll make better movies. We'll get into that. We're going to get into that article. What's up, Mahler?
Georgia.
Hello. Do you know me and Drinker did a simultaneous OGRE stream last night?
Yes, you did.
It took us nearly an hour to get past tech issues.
What?
I started to watch it just as you started.
Oh, well, because I didn't start my stream until the tech issues were solved. So
okay. Yeah, I tuned in just before.
Sounds like you streamed with me.
Well, because we both streamed, but I didn't start mine at the same time. I was sorting something out, and then he was like, "Uh-oh," because he insists on streaming on his PS5, which means I have to get a third-party app on my PC that allows me to simulate using a PS5 while streaming on my PC, so I can talk to him in party chat. And then he had to fiddle with settings on his end to allow my voice to be heard on his PS5 stream.
God.
And I was just stream on PC.
Yeah,
please.
Drink.
Why can't he get a capture card?
He keeps insisting that I'm being the difficult one by not streaming on PS5 as well.
Drinker!
Wait, does he have a second monitor yet?
Dude, there was the 40-minute mark. I was sitting there with everything still good to go. I was good to go from the start. He was like, "Mola, I think you've botched this."
It's all your fault, Mom.
It's not me.
I was sitting there looking at
It's
chat.
you.
Then, 5 minutes later, they all started saying, "We can hear him, we can hear him." And I was like, "What did you do?" And he was like, "I don't know, but they can hear you now." Like, okay, great. Let's just not mess anything up.
Yeah, don't touch anything.
Don't touchy.
Hey, Chihuahua.
That is funny. That is funny.
Gary, you could have solved it instantly.
It's all shit. I was a phone call away, bro. You chose not to call me, so it's okay. You get what you get. That's how you learn lessons. That's how you learn lessons.
Some people are asking why not Discord? Drinker said the Discord is not heard while you're streaming on your PS5, so they wouldn't be able to hear me. Discord can be heard on PC. Just saying.
I've got a PS5 that I have not played a single game on.
Wow.
Stability and graphical mods. All the games are ready to go.
It's a good Blu-ray player, okay?
It is.
Yeah,
he died 3 different times and he used the rewind feature to undo it.
Did you and Kara use my PS? Somebody used my PS5 to play games. It wasn't me.
I didn't play games, but I think we did play like a Blu-ray.
Somebody
Maybe
touched my.
Accusatory tone from Gary. Did
It's
you
okay.
use my game console?
It's okay. No, it's totally okay.
Shut up,
Sorry.
man.
Yeah, it's okay.
Who dares play a game on my game
On the
console?
King of Gamers.
I was How dare you touch it? No, I was glad that somebody played a game on it.
Oh my god!
I see through the lies of the Gary.
Wow. Did you touch it?
No,
Not
not
go
that
through a whole generation of that thing not turning on.
Does it still work, Gary?
I don't know. Probably got to update for an
No one
hour
knows.
if I turn it on.
Yep. Welcome to consoles.
That's your favorite
Dude.
console, though, right?
Drinker asked me to boot my
Yeah.
PS5 up to get back into my profile and change settings on the console in case it doesn't reflect on whatever app I had. And I turned it on and it was like, you need to update. And I was like, oh my fucking, like, I hate consoles so much. The amount of time they waste with that shit. Always dropping updates on you. I say that PC's not exactly great in that department right now with Windows being twats. So, you know, maybe I just hate technology. I'm just getting older every day. And that's the way it goes.
Welcome to the old.
Welcome to technology.
All right. What do we want to start with?
Some shit.
Some
Yes.
shit. I think we should start with, because this is the dumbest thing I've heard and craziest thing I've
okay.
heard. Ruby Rose versus Katy Perry, ladies and
Okay,
gentlemen.
okay.
You know, because this is Simpcast and fucking and Morning Roast and whatever girl stream this is. So Ruby Rose has come out and said, well, I mean, she was already out, but she's come out and said,
This is crazy.
Ruby Rose has accused Katy Perry, who's currently dating Fidel Castro Jr., of sexual assault around 20 years ago. Okay.
Did she forget?
20 years, dude. Like,
Is there the quote? Okay, so because there was a great response to her in Instagram. I don't know if it's there. She alleges Perry rubbed her disgusting vagina on her face, causing Rose to vomit. She adds that she filed a police report regarding the incident a few hours ago.
why not 20 years and a few hours ago?
Yeah.
What?
Mine is 20 years.
And there's the comment right there. She kissed a girl and you didn't like it?
We're laughing at sexual assault.
Well, okay. I mean, it was 20 years ago. I'm glad she filed a police report 20 years later. She eventually got around to it. Ruby Rose, listen, we got to believe all women. I don't know what I do in this
Oh no,
instance
do we spin around in a circle now?
Yeah, because Katy Perry has denied it. So I'm supposed to believe all women, and I don't know where to go with this one.
Oh, I do. You just laugh at this fucking nonsense.
It's
Well, so
like-
wait. Were there witnesses at least? She said she was like near a friend. Gonna
She
get
was
a
on
She
somebody
had a
else's
friend on
lap,
the-
yeah.
Lap,
she was on somebody's lap, and Katy Perry removed her underwear and like rubbed her vag and
Vagina.
her vagina.
Ew.
Yeah.
Valentine.
Now, Ruby Rose,
You can't say ew to a vagina. You have one.
I don't want my face or, on one. Ew.
I don't think. If you can get
most
your
of the
face
guys
on
in
your
the chat are
vagina,
all, well, it
that
really
is a fucking
depends.
party trick, all right? If you could do that, open an OnlyFans right now, you're minted for the rest of your life.
God, no.
But my goodness me.
Yeah, this is like Schrodinger's accusation here. I don't know who to believe, what to believe. Ruby Rose, famous truth teller, famously like really gets along with everybody on the set, never a problem with anybody. I love the story of her on John Wick. Like she originally had lines and they're like, I've got this great creative decision. What if you not say anything?
She had
Yeah.
lines, and then they filmed her, and then went, "Do you know what? One of your characters mute."
I'm having a thought. Maybe.
Yeah. Like, we had #MeToo happen. Why come out now?
Oh my God. Who is Ruby Rose? Az, do you want to answer this question?
Ruby Rose is a Batwoman. So we've got Batwoman being assaulted by an astronaut.
Yes.
Astronaut Katy Perry. But she played Batwoman in the first season of Batwoman. And then she wasn't gay enough because she was only bisexual. And she was also a massive See You Next Tuesday on set. So she was released after one season. And then they got a full lesbian to take over, a black lesbian, which made it even more diverse. And then she had the bat suit literally fall from the sky.
I was going to say,
her feet.
my favorite part is she became Batwoman is there was a plane, the plane exploded in the sky, and the costume lands at the feet of the lesbian black woman. Batwoman.
I'm a hero.
Some would say iconic, I think.
Listen, it's not like in the comics people got superpowers from eating the wrong vitamin, okay? Because they did. Because they did.
I looked at the wrong color light. I now have superpowers.
I am now the Atom. Hi. Last update on this. Oh, you read this, X-Ray Girl. It's a little too small for.
Oh, okay.
For old man.
Hi. Last update on this.
God.
As of this afternoon, I've finalized all my reports. This means I am no longer able to comment, repost, or talk publicly about any of those cases or the individuals involved. It's going to look like I am ignoring everything from supportive messages to other people's experiences, but I am not. This is a standard request from the police, and in many ways, quite the relief. I can start the healing process now and temporarily move forward. I love you all so much.
Okay, she needs work.
Oh, God,
So Has she said anything on why she took 2 decades?
I think there was a clip.
I have no doubt this happened, right? And it doesn't make it okay. But this shit happens in Hollywood to this very day.
What bugs
it
me
happens
is
all the time.
When it's 20 years, you wonder, it's like, was this a thing that at the time all of you were fucking around and you had fun doing it and
John
you did it to each other?
Yep.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, it's like, what was the... And it's like Ruby Rose hasn't really had much work to do lately, and so you wonder, is like, are you doing this for other reasons?
Here, I have a clip that talks about that.
Maybe she fancies Justin Trudeau.
Oh, maybe.
She also wrote, I was only in my early 20s. I'm now 40. It has taken almost 2 decades to say this publicly. I told the story publicly, but changed it to be a funny little drunk story because I didn't know how else to handle it.
Okay, well, all right.
Okay.
So I kept it a secret. But I did tell y'all.
But it wasn't a secret because you said you used it as a funny story.
Yeah, so
it wasn't a secret. You were telling people.
She's not only telling
and she
people,
got
but
a
it was
visa.
described as like a good thing, a happy thing, a chill thing, but it became a monstrous thing, which means all Katy Perry has to do if she even addresses this is say, nah, we were all just having fun. She's lying.
Yeah.
It's all jokes.
And she just has to bring up, I made it a funny drunk story. So it'll be a settlement thing.
On a girl and I liked it.
Yeah. It's a way to, it's a settlement thing. It's a way to get some money. Don't rub your vag in people's
20
faces.
years?
Yeah.
Surely the statute of limitations has run out on 20 fucking years.
And it also happened in Australia. I don't know if that matters in terms of filing a report.
I mean, it's not going to... She must know that wouldn't matter anyway. Like, it's not going to go anywhere. It's literally like hearsay. Or like your word versus it. And she's going against Katy Perry, probably has the same lawyers as Mr. Burns. So it's like, there's no way you're going to get anywhere.
Right?
She's doing it for the public sort of thing.
It's personal injury. It's 3 years in Australia.
Ooh. Wow.
So if I don't know how there's isn't one that says like sexual assault. It's got like a lot of land disputes. But it tends to say about 3 years.
Yeah, like murder is the only one I think across the board that doesn't have a statute of limitations.
I think it does in some countries, you know.
It probably does in some of those
Like
stupid
20,
European
like 20
countries.
years. It's
Yeah.
like 20 years or so. This is fucking stupid.
If it stops Katy Perry from making music, I'm just trying to look at the bright side, okay?
No, if she settles, she's going to need to pay for it. So she'll probably have to make more music.
What if Katy Perry, or what? Not Katy Perry. What if Ruby Rose turns around and goes, "This is what made me gay."
Then apparently she liked it.
She had a Jonathan
20 years
Kent,
ago.
Had a Jonathan Kent done on her.
How old was Ruby Rose 20 years ago, though?
20. She said early 20s.
Early 20s. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
She's currently exactly 40
So she's
years
40, so she was 20, yeah.
old. Yeah. So, yeah. It's definitely not any underage thing by the sounds of it.
Okay. Well, I'm certainly not going to care anything about this. I just thought it's funny to bring it up because of Batwoman. We covered
Katy Perry's
Batwoman.
41. So they were both like 20 years old at the time.
Yeah, and partying.
Yeah.
And that's-
Nothing will happen from this. It just feels like a
Yeah.
crazy thing.
Throw this out of court.
Dude, that is just regular partying 20 years ago amongst actors or hairdressers. Saw plenty of that stuff.
Or John
Models.
Barrowman.
Yeah. Or John Barrowman. You know.
Yeah, this is the John Barrowman lobbing his dick over people's shoulders.
Yeah, dude. He used to do this thing at Comic-Con called Anything Goes with John Barrowman. And it was some of the spiciest stuff you would ever see at Comic. So it's not like surprising, right? But then they abandoned him. Oh well.
Don't forget, of course, Katy Perry was once married to Russell Brand for a couple of years.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's all
a moment in history, wasn't it?
It's all debauchery.
Yeah, it is. It's all
drugs and debauchery.
Drugs, alcohol, yes, drugs,
and then when they get on the red carpet, they're all
sweet
freedom for the little people of the world and the oppressed.
Yeah. Free Palestine.
What was that joke that didn't get used that should have? Is Sean Penn likes to go to third world countries and do coke with people he wants to help? Like
All right. Oh no, not Penn. The other Penn that snuffed it, is it Chris Penn?
No, well, yeah. It didn't make the book, but Sean Penn and yours truly shared a coke dealer. So.
Oh,
that should have been in the book.
Do you know I had a friend once?
Not everything made it. What was that?
I had a friend once who pronounced Sean Penn as Shen Penn.
Shen Penn? His name is Shen Penn.
I was like, what the fuck?
Shen Penn.
Well,
he
I
is
was in a
Tommy.
pub quiz once, and somebody said, instead of saying Sade, he said Sade.
All right,
I mean,
Chris Penn.
that makes sense.
Yeah, for sure.
I can pass that at least.
Chris Penn was far less insufferable than his brother. Chris Penn was far less insufferable than his brother.
I'm glad you said Chris Penn. I was just like, Sean Penn comes across as one of the most insufferable wankers on the planet.
Did you see his new? Well, never mind. His new girlfriend.
Isn't she young? Or am I thinking of a different?
Young is a way to describe it.
Ish.
So let's see. Come on, X-ray. Sean Penn's new girlfriend. Let's go. I mean, in all fairness, he does have to go through girlfriends on a semi-regular basis.
He goes through them a lot
after he stops slapping the shit out of them. You know.
Let's see if I got to make sure you get the right one.
Allegedly, just a joke. Obviously.
Hey, you know what? They're adults. They can do what they want. It's fine.
As long as it's consensual.
I don't think beating the shit out of
I don't what.
Muller's all what?
No, I am following. Az knows what I mean.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know what you mean. Would you like to come into some consensual domestic abuse? Oh, sure.
Well, he used to beat Madonna.
He did. He did indeed.
Mm-hmm.
And then he gave his Oscar to that gay Ukrainian president guy.
He did. Well, he never did coke with.
I was going to say something else, but better. Don't be false flag.
No. Let's talk about. Okay, we need to find the older article because didn't Christopher Eccleston come out just 2 weeks
Like
ago
a week
and said, I'll return to Doctor Who if it's a female showrunner.
Yes.
Because it needs a female showrunner.
Yeah.
And
it's when he's off his meds versus when he's on his meds, I think.
This dude is bipolar as hell.
He is bipolar.
Yeah.
I think he said he's bipolar.
Yeah.
Let's see.
God, we're still waiting for Sean Penn's girlfriend.
Have you not found that X-ray girl?
Oh, I got the old article, the one that you wanted.
No, the Sean Penn's girlfriend.
Sean Penn. Oh.
Hen's grandfriend.
Oh, okay. Oh, what? That's not a girl. That's not a girl. No.
They're young.
Is it a bitch?
They're young and they look like a dude in makeup.
Well, you got to show the picture.
I'm fine. Keep bringing up YouTube here, dude. I got a picture which makes it look a little bit
worse.
A little bit worse, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, that's a dude.
We need that Austin Powers clip.
Yeah, that is
do we have that?
That's
we do.
Not a woman, that's a man.
We can't have you making these determinations, okay?
Wait. I've got an idea.
They got something like that. Sorry.
I think I would
wait,
be. I would think
Gary
that would
did not
be
appreciate
by
my
now.
joke, okay? I don't
Okay,
know.
say it again. I didn't say I was looking for my clip.
Sorry.
Ready? Everyone take your positions and
Ready?
Go.
I said, as you can't be the one making these determinations.
I kind of wish we had that clip now.
It's all right. Garrett can edit it in to the or Perry Chan can edit into whenever.
Wait, how about this?
Oh my. Got bigger shoulders than him.
Young Dave Grohl takes his granddad on a walk.
Oh my god.
Oh. Hey, I hope they're happy. I hope they're
Yeah, I'm hoping
super happy.
in the ass again tonight, darling. Why?
Okay, so Christopher Eccleston came out a couple of weeks ago and said, Doctor Who, I'll return to Doctor Who after you sack Jane Tranter, sack Russell T. Davies, sack Phil Collins, and it's got to be a female. That's one of the greatest clips ever, by the way.
Not Phil Collins. He's
Not
okay.
Sack Phil Collins.
Collinson.
Phil Collins.
The rat just,
Okay, we're doubling down. Okay.
the rat just keeps
Phil
going.
Collinson.
He's like, sack
Phil Collins,
JJ
like, what the
Abrams.
fuck have I done?
Sack
Ryan
Peter
Johnson.
Gabriel.
He went a long time ago. He went a long time ago.
He did.
Yeah, there's plenty of people you should have added to that list. All right, loads of sacking is going to take place.
Phil Collinson, you're right. And I have from Runaway Bride. Remember when they went to the ATM and all the money came out? I have some of that money. So if you go look at the money at the pounds, David Tennant is on it, and then Phil Collinson is on it. So I have some of those props.
Okay.
But yeah, he Eccleston had a problem, and I think because he's bipolar, and he mentioned early on that he kind of hung out with he didn't really hang out with the producers or stars. He hung out with the crew. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
He didn't like, I guess they were treated kind of shitty at first, and he didn't like it. And somehow he got involved in the argument between those two, and then it blew up. But also it sounds like that Russell T Davies learned early on that this guy's going to be a major pain in the ass, and we can't do multiple seasons with this guy. So they had brought in David Tennant like way earlier than they said, maybe from the very beginning.
He had worked with David Tennant on Casanova.
Yeah, Casanova.
Prior to Doctor Who, yeah.
But now he's saying this. Christopher Eccleston attacks woke TV bosses for turning white middle-aged men into toxic villains and claims they think their audiences are stupid in blistering rant. Based?
Wait, is there a clip for this?
Is there a based?
It's not a. It is.
Is there a based? Is there a clip
on this before this stream? It's not a
scroll up.
I can't
tell you where it comes from.
He just says some very well thought out little things. That's all. He doesn't call them woke. That's an interjection from the Daily Mail, by the way.
Yeah. Hey, are you questioning the ethics of the Daily Mail?
Yes.
How dare you, sir?
Yes, I am.
Speaking of
he's in a Netflix series, a 6-part Netflix series where he's playing like a cult leader, and he didn't want to be just another white, middle-aged, straight dude that was being portrayed as a villain. So he worked with he's claiming to have worked with Netflix to give his character more of a sympathetic background involving abuse. Loss of his son, wasn't it? Yeah, loss of his son and alcoholism.
There's a great trend in drama. So it's on Radio Time, so there's no video. It'd be great to hear the context of this. There's a great trend in drama at the moment for antagonists who are toxic, white, apparently heterosexual, late middle-aged men.
That's us.
I mean, he's not wrong. Every bad guy now has to be that because of diversity. So you can't have like Punisher shoot a Mexican gang. You know?
I like the asshole that had him saying that's us after the apparently heterosexual. Apparently.
Well, as we've already established this episode of Real BBC Mauler, I may have made a mistake once or twice. So I think when it comes to being heterosexual, I think the word apparently is okay. to be prefaced in front of it, yeah.
Thankfully, Julia gave him dimension and placed him in a story of tragedy involving the loss of his son and alcoholism, as Mueller just said. Fucking Daily Mail. These articles are unreadable.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. But yeah, he doesn't say anything woke. But he also says masculinity is in crisis, and it seems it's particularly white working class boys who are being neglected, left to rot by governments, and targeted by the far right.
He's nearly there. He's not quite there, but he's
not
nearly
quite there. Yeah. So as an ex-working class white boy, I can, if I can, to address some of these things, masculinity shouldn't be contingent on other people's oppression.
Which is, I think that's a good statement. I think that's a good statement personally. I think a lot of problems are pushed in front of other people's, and I think you need to have perceived oppression.
Yeah.
As opposed to people's, there's a lot of perceived oppression out there, and there's a lot of excuses. I can't do this because this is too, how many times we've heard Oscar's too white, this too white, the other too white. Not enough diversity in this. So yeah, he's quite right with that.
I mean, how many times did we used to see on Twitter back in the Jack Dorsey days, like especially on International Women's Day, would be like, what if men just didn't exist?
Oh, they still do that now.
Oh yeah, they still. And it's like, well, you die, but other than that,
why the last man?
I know.
You go. But it's always fun to wind up Black Twitter. That's always been a fun thing to do.
Elsewhere, Doctor Who writer Russell T Davies warned last month that his new show is woke, on a colossal scale.
Mm.
Mhm.
I want to bring this back to the people who go, how can you say Doctor Who is woke when it's always been woke? By the way, define woke. Who said it was woke? Russell T. Davies right there when he said it was going to be woke on a colossal scale.
Yeah.
Eric Kripke when he said he's literally making fun of MAGA.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's pretty even to both sides, the boys. No, it's not. When the showrunner admits it's not, it's not. And will be hated as he ditches the BBC in favor
Correct. Correct.
of Channel 4.
Correct.
Favor and favor of Channel 4. From the team behind the groundbreaking Queer as Folk gritty Channel 4 series, Tiptoe will follow two neighbors.
Read this. Read it.
As two neighbors. Oh, God. Hang on. You moved it. We'll follow two neighbors played by acting legends Alan Cumming and David Morrissey, who end up becoming enemies as the world becomes less tolerant and more divisive.
Whoa.
Divisive.
So he's writing about gay stuff.
Again, I mean,
Right,
for a change.
Yeah. So, he didn't. Christopher Eccleston didn't say woke, but he's not wrong about how the villains are portrayed, and it's just out of necessity because Hollywood or over the entertainment branch in the BBC, they can't portray anybody else as villains. You know, how many AI incel far right wing groups can they make? I mean, that's the bad guy in everything. We have two superhero shows out that have very similar themes, guys. Wouldn't you say?
Like near identical, I would say.
Little close.
Yeah, it's both Republican and ICE. It's like Republican Trump and ICE. And it's the same with Daredevil, and it's the same with The Boys. It's like it's an identical.
How much of Born Again have you guys seen?
Unfortunately, I've seen all of this season.
All of it.
Yeah,
season 2. Yeah, I'm caught up.
It was like a high top tweet where he said like he even admits the writing is like really bad, but he was like, but at least I get to watch ICE agents get beaten the fuck out and killed. Like,
yeah, I saw that.
Okay, this is what I meant. I said this. I think I can't remember if it was open bar or not, but I was like, what a boring fucking person you must be to be like, I don't care about the writing as long as it just agrees with whatever I think about stuff.
Who said that?
That was High Top. He's iconic for retarded shit. Don't worry about it.
So I love the cope of this story was written before the the election and all the ICE raids, and I'm all, yeah, it's based on the allegory of the last time.
And it's not as if immigration hasn't been like a massive talking point for absolutely years in the US now.
Yeah. So, and I know the showrunners for some reason were getting they're like, could the actors please calm down with the allegorical talk? But it's clearly there. Like, why wouldn't the actors talk about it at this point? It's relevant to this time. Disney put out a trailer with I think I even sent it to you, Mahler. Hang on. With critic reactions, right? Hang on. I'll just read it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it says thematically timely. I couldn't tell you who this is, but like at the end of the trailer, it says thematically timely, and yeah, you guys just did a really good EFAP on Daredevil. Born Again.
Fringy was pulling out his Kingpin impersonation a lot. The Fring Pin, as it's known.
It's kind of a caricature now, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I can't take watching it. I'm at the point where obviously I don't think that any characters are particularly well handled, but there is this realization you have of the thumbnail for the episode we did. I had a bunch of expressions in there, and there's none from Matt. It's like, why haven't you got Daredevil? And the Daredevil thought I was like, he's barely the show, so I don't see why I would put it with the thumbnail. And one of the biggest sources of taking the screen time away is Kingpin. And you might be like, what do you mean? Kingpin is important. It's like, yeah, not like this. He's not supposed to be the fucking main character of the show, where Daredevil sometimes pops up to say like, gosh, it's hard being Daredevil. That's it. And then the rest of the fucking show, 60% of the rest of it, whatever, it's those fucking characters, all those invented. when they have a scene with Buck and Heather talking for 10 minutes about their positions in Kingpin's like cabinet, I was just like, why do they think anyone cares about this?
They don't.
And then it
They
cuts
don't.
to Vanessa and Heather talking about how hard it is to be women or whatever.
Women,
It's just
yeah.
like, oh my God, come on.
Oh, And-
It's such a bad show.
well, it's typical. I hate to say it, but I'm going to say it. MCU is when you have your straight white male character, you have to surround him by minimum 2 to 3 women, and the through line of the story has to go through them. And this place, it's just a giant Trump allegory with Kingpin. And you've taken this great villain and reduced him to some modern political allegory. Because in the Netflix series, it was Kingpin Begins. It was, you were seeing the origin of the Kingpin, but we were still kind of waiting to see that in control, in command, scary as hell, really smart and chill Kingpin. Kingpin's not a guy who spazzes out all the time. And they,
No fairness, with all those fucking mewing bints around him, I'd be fucking spazzing out a lot as well.
well, yeah.
They're all so fucking annoying.
I did a wall of text thing. I didn't post it, but it was after I watched episode 4, right? And I did like the bullseye scene in isolation, just seeing him kill people.
Yeah, in the canteen scene in its own little bubble was good. I liked it.
It's
It
fine.
was a fun scene. It was nice little short, quippy dialogue with
Are we buffering?
with Bullseye.
It looks fine on the back end. I'm not sure.
Excuse me.
It
Back
buffered a
end is
little
looking
bit.
good, As. Back end's looking good.
I mean,
Everything looks fine on our end, so it must be
Just
StreamYard.
refresh.
Refresh. Oh, now it says not enough.
F word's making a great comeback on Twitter, isn't it? Just
Oh,
FYI.
No,
Just FYI.
no, there's no data going across. I don't know what's happening. Oh, and we're back.
Hang on. It looks like we're back. Nope. Nope.
It keeps going in and out. I have no
Just talk
idea.
amongst yourselves for a bit.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
Okay, now it says it's excellent connection.
Okay, good.
Okay.
That's StreamYards or something. Not really sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or I don't know. Did you set it up? So
Everything
But you have
is-
fiber. Yeah.
No, it has nothing to do with me. It's StreamYards.
It's
or
StreamYards.
YouTube.
It's StreamYards or YouTube. Sorry. It's better now. So the bullseye scene in isolation, if you're just watching it as a clip on YouTube and not thinking about what leads up to it, actually why he's doing it, if it's just you're watching Bullseye kill people in fun ways, that's kind of what I want to see. Now, of course, I talked to Mahler on Saturday about the scene. He's all, yeah, the scene's fun, but if you think about like really how they all die,
There's a couple. Like his plan right now is to get to Kingpin, and it's like I'm going to take out random task force members in my spare time. I'm just like, it's just going to keep raising suspicion until people can get you. And you know, Bullseye's kind of incredibly overpowered to the point where he probably could just take out everybody if he decides to at any point. So I'm not entirely sure exactly what he's doing in terms of, like, I get wanting to kill the task force. It's just that, is he going to get Kingpin? Like, do you remember even in season 1 where he shot at Kingpin and Matt took the bullet and then he just doesn't shoot again? It's like, just shoot again. He's right there. and like there's lots of bits like that I just don't buy. And me personally, I'm not a fan of Bullseye killing people by shooting things out of his mouth. It's his hands and his eyes that are the hand-eye coordination shit. Like he can throw anything. I'm not a fan of the with his mouth, and it like it's
well,
like
if
a
he
bullet
does
through
it with
someone's
his
eye.
mouth, it can't be like overpowering. It has to be precise, like something that slices an artery, right? Just, you know, I mean, he but they have to sell it. I get what you're saying. right?
And the show seems to not want to give him a gun ever again. Like he was amazing with a gun, like unstoppably in the Netflix show. But now it's like he's lent into the meme of it'll always be spoons, toothpicks, and fucking toy cars or some shit.
Well,
never be
you
anything
pointed
more.
out that the anti-vigilante task force, there's a lot of people in that task force.
They
Task
have
force.
suffered
They have
immense
respawned.
casualties. They've lost like 20 guys seven
Military
times.
level, yeah.
Remember, Punisher killed like 8 of them.
Yeah,
in
this isn't
season
a
1 near the end.
this isn't a federal task force. It's a city task force, which would have what 100 people at the most.
And the guy Powell, he never been like. Has anyone told the actor that he's lost 100 men in the past like 3 days? Because he's constantly like smug about how well they're doing and how awesome this job is. He's standing next to 2 guys in the elevator who have been killed by Bullseye in like a split second. He's just like, "Yeah, we'll find them. Yeah, we'll
like,
lock this down." It's, what do you mean? He's in the room with you. You're all dead. Like, it's just the simplest shit. How do you not know this?
But the show, which I don't think they're bringing back Foggy now. I think Foggy will probably be a flashback.
Yeah.
Because Wesley's coming back in a flashback.
Yeah, which it's just such a fuck you sort of like, oh, whatever.
He was so good in season 1 and
it's the biggest mistake of season 1 was killing him too early. He was such a good character. It was good for drama and everything, but like, man, and he's not just a good, like, the actor was really good, the chemistry he had with Kingpin was really good. Kingpin caring about him more than just a worker, if you know what I mean.
Yep.
And then he answered a lot of questions. He was able to do the work that you wouldn't necessarily expect Kingpin was doing.
Yeah, he had great presence as well.
You know, Buck, the TikTok man, and that woman or whatever, they're basically Wesley split into 3 characters, and the show is desperately trying to figure out like what the fuck to do with all of them. So the idea that they're going to flash back with him is just like,
The thing that made the Netflix show so good is the story went through Daredevil. It was Daredevil. It was a Daredevil show, and the side characters were great, and they're all dead now. So BB Urich replaces Ben Urich, who they race swapped in the show originally. We have female White Tiger taking over male White Tiger, who was barely in it. Heather Glenn is probably going to become female Muse.
Yeah.
And Kirsten McDuffie has taken Foggy's place.
Yes.
Now, are any of these upgrades?
No.
Heather is hilariously evil. They don't even know if the show knows just how fucking evil she is. Like faking psychological reports to put people in prison when you don't even know they're guilty. And she's just like, yeah, well, masked people are crazy, like that Muse and Daredevil guys. It's like one of them tried to kill you, the other one tried to save you, and did. How are you not seeing the difference here? And every time they even reference like vigilantes being bad, you think to yourself like, well, they can't be referring to Daredevil unless they're framing him for a bunch of bullshit. They can't be referring to Spider-Man. It can't be like all the Avengers across this universe that have all basically cleanly done mostly good things. They recently saved the universe. So who are you talking about? Punisher? It's like, well, he was famous for killing pretty awful people. Like that's his thing. And then it's just like, so who are you talking about? She's like, Muse. Like, Muse isn't a fucking vigilante. He's a serial killer.
A really good villain that they turned into an incel. And by the way, Heather Glenn saved herself. Let's keep that in mind.
Yes, 100%. You see, because Daredevil and Muse, they were just psychos fighting each other for the sake of it. Very good character. Everyone likes Heather.
She's disappeared for a little while, but they'll bring her back.
Just this episode.
But yeah, like we're halfway. Didn't you spoke to somebody, Mueller, who saw the whole season, right? And they said,
no, this is High Top again. He tweeted about how he saw the whole thing, and he was like, it gets better, guys. Trust me, it gets better.
Do we have to keep?
That's not.
Do we have time doing this?
No, is it?
Well, so we had Nick on and Nick Diorio, and he was like, wait, so it gets better by what? Like episode 5 or something? He's like, yeah. And he's like, so you have to watch a season and a half for it to start getting worth watching of this 3-season show.
It's all bollocks anyway. Anyone that says it gets better after it's like Final Fantasy fucking 13 gets better after 30 hours of play. You're like, fuck off.
Well, to be clear as well, it's not even it gets great. It's just that it gets better than it currently is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, joy.
What degree does that actually mean, though?
Exactly.
It goes from a 2 to a 3.
Woohoo.
Oh, fucking A.
Yeah. And this last episode, which had, well, okay, it followed the breakout of the jail with the kids in cages,
Right.
where Karen Page runs. I can't get over this. Karen Page runs cover for Daredevil, and she's like,
I'm getting a drink.
and like and taking out all the.
She killed a guy, right? A Daredevil doesn't talk to her about it.
No. Remember how that affected her when she killed Wesley?
Yes.
Remember? Yes.
Yes. Bit weird.
So it's just the Netflix series was smart. This one isn't, right? So it's a skin suit, and that's all it is. And they've taken 2 female characters, Vanessa and Karen Page, and reduced them to freaking Disney generic female protagonist and antagonist. It's like Vanessa was a really good character and pretty much tracked with the comics in spirit and tone in those first 3 seasons. Not in this one. Now they want to tell us over and over again, Mahler, that she rebuilt the organization. She doesn't need the Kingpin. Why is she rolling with him in the first place? It was just, stop.
No, it's painful. It is. I hate hearing about how awesome she held the company and how it's just like, and these are the people that are like, no, we're huge fans. We're going to fix it all for you. We're going to make everything better. We're going to respect everything. It's just like, just shut up. And then everyone's celebrating the shit out of it. It's like, oh, this was a nice shot. Or, oh, this part. Did you see the thing where it was like when Daredevil jumped out of the window, there's kind of a silhouette of the Watcher.
Yes.
It's just like, what the fuck? What meaning is there to draw out of that right now? Let's be honest. The Watcher might be watching him. Okay.
And let's see if I can find that picture. Emergency Outs made an entire video about it.
Of course.
There it is. It is right here.
Oh, the Watcher.
Now, I don't know if that's just purely an accident or not, but
I think so.
You think so?
Yeah.
But it certainly looks that way. Now, why would the Watcher be looking at
I think
this?
just don't give like you're gonna bank on this in the fucking Born Again show. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? It's like, oh, how awesome is this? Like, it means nothing.
No.
Yeah. It's reference.
And to be honest with you, man, like, I'm sorry. I think that if the creators saw this and they'd be inclined to be like, yes, that was intentional. 100%. Yeah, why wouldn't they?
Right. Well, and then somehow have we had the Watcher show up in anything recently other than What If, right? Which nobody watched, but they haven't led into it in any live action other than a quick cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy. And they haven't, the Watcher should have been around forever. They should have been like throwing him in random places throughout the entire MCU. Yeah. The Eternals saved lives.
Hasn't seen.
Yeah, Mahler's got to see the Eternals.
What if I refuse?
Then
there's nothing.
Jeez, okay, fine.
Yeah. We're not gonna threaten to rub our vaginas in your face or anything like that.
And then you've got to wait 20 years for a comeback.
Yeah, so we're halfway through Daredevil, and it's just not. Take away all the allegories, the writing and the dialogue are dumb. Those on the street videos, which they stopped doing in this last episode, are freaking awful.
Horrible.
The acting in it is embarrassing. But yeah, we got another one tonight. Oh boy.
Oh, fuck off.
It sucks because I love Daredevil. I hate seeing this, and it should have been easy. You
Just
didn't
buy
have to
the
make
hot
some.
toy and then pose it, and you'll be happy.
But you didn't have to make something as good as Netflix. You didn't. All you had to do was like make something decent. And I would have much rather seen Daredevil fighting the Hand instead of Spider-Man.
How the fuck is that going to fit into that movie with Punisher, with Hulk, with Jean Grey or whatever, with the fucking characters from the previous? Like, what is going on?
I don't know.
It's very busy. And I think,
oh my God.
well, I mean, that's kind of where superhero movies are at. You can't just make a singular superhero movie where a superhero fights a supervillain. It's got to be filled with a bunch of other cameos now.
But why?
Because they feel like Spider-Man isn't popular enough to just roll on his own, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Chris Gore and Alan saw a clip of Brand New Day yesterday at Cineacon, and it was just an extended clip from what's in the trailer, according to them. And it was Peter rolling up at he follows Ned. He sees Ned and he follows him back, and they go to Zendaya's house, and she's partying, and she kisses her boyfriend, and he sees it and he gets sad. And then they end it with a clip of him like going against the Hand to show some superhero stuff. But Chris and Alan both described the clip as it felt like an indie movie.
Okay.
Well, I don't.
Yeah,
we've
heard that before though.
What's that fucking mean?
What's that mean?
I don't know what it means. I don't know. They'll have to explain themselves.
Does it mean that there's dark lighting in the house in a party and?
Yeah, is it like Euphoria?
Is
Zendaya doing a bunch of, I don't know, ecstasy and
got
an OnlyFans?
Not copping really off with two dudes at the same time or whatever that was.
That was the tennis movie.
Okay.
That was the tennis
with
movie.
A tennis racket then.
Jeez. I still think Spider-Man's going to make.
It's got more curves than Zendaya.
I don't know if we're going to get another trailer. Probably not. And I doubt they'll release that clip. But I do think we're going to get a Doomsday trailer.
When?
Thursday. Thursday. So Marvel's Disney's doing their presentation at CinemaCon on Thursday. They're wrapping it up. We just heard the reported budget for Doomsday is really high. Is really high.
And so expected to be even higher.
It's very high.
If this is the reported budget,
yeah.
What is the real budget?
How much is it really?
Oh man.
Have you found it yet, X-Ray Girl?
No. Looking.
So anyway, guys, how you doing? You all right?
Good. Good.
Yeah, I'm all right, Mike.
Yeah, doing okay.
What do you want to see more as? Supergirl or the rest of Daredevil Born Again?
Oh, fuck. Well, Supergirl's going to be 2 hours long, and then the rest of Daredevil's like nearly 4 hours of crap.
Fine. 3 episodes of Daredevil Born Again on Supergirl.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, what's the running time on Supergirl? Do we know?
No, not yet. I'd probably say Supergirl because that's bound to have plenty of ADHD shit in it. Just to keep me. But Daredevil's it's so boring. And Kingpin's shit. And Daredevil just stands in a corner while Karen talks on his behalf. And then 2 middle-aged women sit down for an hour and discuss women.
Yep.
It's the most crushingly... and then little white tiger woman gets told to take this really secure film, so important, and you need to take it across town to these people. Okay, and then she just goes to some fucking retard in a hot dog stand and goes, "Hey, do you mind sending this for me?" What could possibly go wrong there?
Dude.
It is the worst. It is so fucking dull, that show. It crushes my morale watching it.
I'll say it again. It's been proven beyond a shadow of a doubt at this point, but when you have something this easy, when you have Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox coming back, and then you can't make something that's even close, they can't make Marvel anymore. They're just lost. So Avengers
Daredevil used to be the feature of his own show, and now he isn't.
No, and everybody's saying it now. Even the people who like it go, "It's fine because we like the side characters." I'm like,
no, we don't.
It's as good as the Netflix show. That's what X tells me. That's what 5 people on X have told me. It's better than the Netflix show.
Well, the fact that it can't chart anywhere tells me that that's probably not the case.
2 weeks in a row didn't even crack Samba. So this is from Geeks and Gamers. Avengers Doomsday budget rumored at $700 million total spend. Can Disney, Marvel possibly profit? The word is that Doomsday budget is around $400 million, which makes it one of the most expensive films ever made. So I'm guessing the rest is from marketing or just Robert Downey Jr.'s salary, which is, it's estimated between 50 and 100 million. Your guess is as good as mine.
We're about to find out then what it means to release Avengers Endgame without the story build-up. Like, we're relying exclusively on the marketing of the people involved and the title of Avengers.
And a lot of the characters.
Well, yeah, I guess what I mean by people involved. So, like, the build-up, there's no build-up. Nobody's going to argue there is. So it's like, I wonder, I guess we're going to find out that how much that translates in terms of money, like having other stories build up to a big event.
Isn't that weird that it felt like, okay, they're doing a build-up now around Christmas. We've got these 4 teaser trailers, and it's going to lead into something else that they're going to do like once every couple of weeks, once a month. Didn't it feel like that? Because I'm like, this couldn't be it. This has to be the start of a year-long marketing campaign. And it's been crickets since those trailers.
Yeah.
Nothing. And the reports, which are true, of them going back and doing 2 months worth of reshoots, but apparently they did a test screening, guys.
Oh yeah,
apparently an internal test screening
on something that's not even fucking finished.
Marvel test screened itself and said it was awesome.
Yeah, it was Infinity War levels of amazing.
Here's the okay.
That's the feedback.
You want to compare it to Infinity War? Great. Fun movie, really good movie, really good movie, the last good Avengers movie, but it's not a complete movie. It ends on a cliffhanger. It's not a complete movie. We like the idea of Infinity War. We love the idea of where it was going. And listen, when I watched Endgame, I got home, I was like, I liked it. And I've told this story a bunch, so sorry. This is for the new people. I liked it. And I did a live stream of Comics Division for about 2.5, 3 hours. And by the end of that 3 hours, everybody's all, you sound like you hate it. Because we were going through.
No.
It's not good. It sucks
It's
it's not good.
It's still even somewhat protected these days. A lot of people will say, like, wow, it's a really good experience, really solid, like, sort of cumulative thing with the story, a lot of good payoffs in there. And it's just like, are any of the payoffs actually, like, untarnished?
No. Hulk, Birkenstock Hulk is terrible. It's just Mark Ruffalo Hulk. Fat Thor is terrible.
Oh, that's
Girls Get It Done scene is terrible. Chris Pratt gets kicked in the balls.
Time travel plan is horrendous. I'm not even just talking about mechanics. I mean, like between us, right? It's like, we need to get the 6 stones. Where impossibly in history could we go? It's like, why wouldn't we go to when Thanos was defeated and he had 5 of them?
That would be far too easy. And we need to kill Black Widow.
You just take Star-Lord out of the picture between all of you, and then you got it, and that's it. It's over.
And they finally bring back Red Skull, and it's like, and honestly, the guy who played him did a good accent. Could have probably played him in the future. It's such a shame. Red Skull is a top tier villain, by the way, top tier, and they did nothing with him.
The blip mechanics are terrifyingly horrible.
Horrific.
Oh God, yes.
And then it's like, so what's left? You're like,
Memes. We got a lot of memes.
Explosions, big old fights.
But they're bringing back half of everything that was blipped out, but they have to do it that time because Robert Downey Jr.'s got a daughter.
Because he's got a daughter that might have existed anyway.
Whatever,
right?
yeah, like
trillions upon trillions of people have got to come back 5 years later because
they can manipulate reality. All he has to do is just snap it such that you rewind time, but that his daughter lives or whatever. Remember that part where when Hulk does it, he's like, oh, I tried to get Black Widow back, but I don't know, I tried. It's like, what do you mean? Why not? You're literally just changing the universe. People would argue it's like, well, she was sacrificed to get the stone. It's like, yeah. So you still control the universe. What do you mean? It's all of reality in that fucking gauntlet.
Because everything could have zapped back to when they vanished, the split second that they gone, so everything was fine.
Yeah.
And then Pepper could have been pregnant. She could have said to Tony at the end, or if he was to die, she could have just told Tony at the end, I'm pregnant.
They bring they bring Gamora. They bring Gamora back to not get back together with Star-Lord.
Yeah.
So they could be buds. And immediately people were asking, if everybody blips back right where they were before, well, the Earth isn't in the same position it was before. What if you were in a plane? So you would not just be in a plane crashing from the air. You would be in a plane in space.
See, Gary, the Avengers are so clever. They didn't construct an enormous area in land and then tell the Hulk, you got to snap them back to that position safely. Everyone, no, they spawned back where they were.
Yeah,
which is a disaster.
So because those planes are gone, there's planes of just people spawning in midair and falling to their deaths.
No, there's planes spawning in the emptiness of space.
Well, because
the
Earth,
because the Earth hurtled down. Yeah, of course. Yeah, because the Earth is hurt. Yeah, because we're moving. Yeah, we're moving down. Fucking hell.
They're all dead. Everyone
they're all in space. There's billions of people dead in space.
Yes.
Let's pretend that no, it worked perfectly. Everyone's back. They're safe and happy and healthy. It's like so the whole world is going to collapse. You've got half of the population has just been dropped back onto Earth. Can you imagine how much fucking
now the flag smashers are going to bomb them?
Right. I mean, the one thing
you can't go back to your own house anymore.
No.
But Freckle Jesus had it right.
Stuff was.
This is what I mean. And this kind of assassinates every fucking Avenger because none of them think about this. They're all stupid.
No, because they all had to bow to Tony's daughter.
It sounds like there's an allegory for bowing to Robert Downey Jr.'s demands.
Yes.
I remember when the film came out, there was an argument about, I think it might have been on EFAB or something, but someone was like, you guys wouldn't understand. You don't have a kid. I would sacrifice the whole universe for them. And we were like, well, then you wouldn't have them. If you give up everything, it would all just collapse. And there's just nothing in the movie that says he can't have the daughter too. That's just made up.
Well, you could he's got the Infinity Stones. He could just go, you will have your daughter. That's all he has to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
If he can blip back billions of people, then he can, except for the daughter, she stays. That's all you got to do. I hated that they killed Iron Man. I understand it was a heroic death and all that, but I hated that they killed Iron Man.
But Robert Downey Jr. wanted out, so
okay, recast him. You recast the goddamn character. Robert Downey Jr. is not bigger than the character. It's great.
But because their phases, they wanted their phases to continue. They wanted their continuity.
Iron Man easily and killed Tony Stark as Robert Downey Jr. You could just do the multiverse shit. All you needed is one multiverse film. And then the consequences of which after are just, some random different people have turned up by accident. Oh, here comes Tom Cruise, Iron Man. Wow, that's crazy. Anyway, let's do a movie of him now.
Kill them in the comics a couple of times, but they kill them in the comics and bring back a child version.
No, Gary.
of Tony Stark.
Who kills Iron Man?
Oh yeah. Well,
Marvel Katy.
Close.
You're getting there. Captain Marvel.
Marvel's.
That,
Oh, in Civil War 2, is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel, after her and Miss Marvel like take prisoners without a judge,
And
jury,
take them to
like,
the gulag. Yeah.
take them to the gulag. Yeah.
Considering they were doing the multiverse saga after the Infinity War, that's an excuse for them to just drag. Like, if they're doing it anyway, you can just get whatever you want. Recast anybody for anybody.
I wish I could talk about it. So this brings us to Doomsday, where there's no Hulk, there's no Doctor Strange. That's
really weird. We don't know anything about that, do we?
We don't know what's behind that. I've asked and I haven't gotten an answer.
He's like the most reliable actor-character combo, considering that's the last successful film other than Deadpool and Wolverine, right?
He's the guy you would go to with a big multiversal problem.
Really?
He's the first guy you would go to of all the superheroes.
Well, he's also set to be the leader now, like in a good way.
Yeah.
Like that's the one good thing they could probably do.
Yes. So, I mean, the plot is out there now. Obviously they could change it through the reshoots, and I don't doubt they test screen something that will probably not be the finished product when it eventually comes out. They did not have a finished script, so I don't know what Robert Meyer Burnett might have read what was finished after Principal, because Robert's an honest guy, right? So I have no doubt that he's an honest guy. So I'm thinking maybe he read what they had finished during Principal, but I was specifically told that the actors had to wait because the writers had to finish writing the scene while they're doing Principal.
Yeah. Oh, so you mean the way they've done it for fucking a decade?
Yes.
Multiverse of Madness as well. Yeah.
So Robert Downey Jr. and his stunt double. So Robert Downey Jr. was basically doing lines off camera while his stunt double, and it's for like 40%. I asked for a percentage, and he's like, Robert's in the costume when he's talking to like Steve Rogers, and he's talking to people, but on a lot of other scenes, it's just a stunt man, and it's not even a full costume, by the way. It's just like torso.
Yeah. It's all CGI.
And mocap.
It's all fucking CGI now. So,
and he's reading lines, and Robert Downey Jr. had to wait while writers were punching up lines to finish the scene while they were shooting, which is like no wonder why it cost $700 million. Do
you understand? Like in the perfect scenario where they get to write a script for this movie over a year and redraft it, it's still probably going to end up bad because of how fucking impossibly difficult it is to write something coherent here. But we're not dealing with that. We're dealing with this getting pulled apart into pieces of individual letters of words before the camera's even turned on, or during rather. You know what I mean? Like it's
yeah.
And then who knows what's going to happen when we get to reshoots and editing and testing out a bunch of versions of this film. They can't let it be that they film and edit one and someone says, that's pretty good, and that's it. It's like, no, there's too much money on this. You got to test it to hell and back. You got to get every science team in there, little ampules, jars of liquids to do with films, and they tested out all these different measurements and numbers. They're like, Magneto should be in the film for 1 second more. 1.35 seconds, actually. That's the perfect amount for the viewer.
Oh, God. Dude, you say that? But I think you're quite kind of close to the truth, because how many times do we hear when it comes to things like video game content and stuff like that about the analytical? You know, they do the analyticals, and the analyticals of this says this, and the analyticals of that says that, and I think, I think there's probably a degree that our analysis shows that in this using this data that's been extrapolated from this, that we need to have the X-Men in for 22.5 minutes of the movie to make it worthwhile I absolutely agree with that.
Back ends of YouTube now, it's like, hey, you should make more videos with these kinds of titles about these topics with these kinds of thumbnails, and you're like, excuse me, they're like, would you like us to sort of control those aspects of future?
No, not at all, not at all, thank you. No,
God, no.
Well, analytically, this will get you the most money. And you're like,
you're all good.
You're
good.
Thank
Thanks.
you.
Yeah.
Thanks. Well, if you want a good idea how AI interprets your videos, go into Grok and ask Grok to write a heel versus babyface Star Trek video. That's 6 minutes long. Give it a specific.
We should all do like a paragraph each on fucking Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah. And see how what Grok does is it writes it like to a comical level. It leans into like a caricature. It becomes a caricature. And you're like, oh my God. So yeah, that's that. I wouldn't trust AI with any of that shit at all. So with Doomsday, costing $700 million sounds about right. It does. So for it to break even as what does it have to make?
Well, first of all, you got to double your budget. That's a nice round way of compensating for about 55% domestic take versus 40% international take versus 25% Chinese take. So first of all, you got to double that. So that's 1.4 billion. Then you've got to find out what marketing is. So if marketing for this movie is going to be, let's say, very, very conservatively 200 million, then to get that 200 million back, well, they got to double that at the box office. So you got to add another 400 million on top of that. So with a 700 million production budget, with a 200 million marketing budget, you need to make 1.8 billion at the box office to break even. Have a nice day.
Yikes. By the way, reported budget of Endgame is completely false. Completely false. And Endgame, they didn't report this, or Endgame is the most expensive movie they've made, period. Because they had to shoot so much of it. There is giant swaths of Endgame that did not see the light of day that they filmed.
Nope.
I filmed multiple different endings.
Oh God, yeah. And we saw the behind the scenes pictures of that, like a lot. So including Captain Marvel being greatly reduced in that movie. They did Ryan's girl Bree wrong on that one, and Ryan will be there to White Knight for her. He will be there. So yeah, it's got to make a lot. This might be the first movie that makes well over $1 billion and flops. Like, it's possible, but they don't care. The whole attitude, what I was told, is they want to get people energized and excited about Marvel, get butts in the seats, and really profitability be damned on this one, because they think if they can do that, they can get the ball rolling again. The problem is, how do you get the ball rolling again when this is the end of the MCU, guys?
You're in a crater.
Yeah.
You're in a crater at the bottom of a fucking crater.
It's selling the edge of the cliff. It's like, come to the edge of the cliff. We've got so much ahead. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. Well, here's the problem they have. So they're bringing in all these cameos with characters. Some are going to die forever. Some are not. And at least one legacy, semi-legacy. I'll give you a hint. It's a phase 2 character, not a phase 1 character.
Ant-Man.
Is going to die permanently. And what was that? Sorry?
Ant-Man.
That might be right. That might be exactly right.
See, you guys bet. I'm betting Howard the Duck. He's a phase 2.
Oh, why you got to go for the animals, you fucking psycho?
And they're going to carry over some, and I think a lot of them are in limbo, like Simu Liu's Shang-Chi. Pretty much Chang-Chi. Ching Chong.
Remember how they
too low?
Educated you in the film about how to pronounce the name. Remember that?
I do.
Shang-Chi. It's Shang-Chi. It's Shang-Chi.
It's Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi.
And just like, fuck off.
We all called it Shang-Chi when we were kids.
Nobody remembers anything from that film, and it's a crime that you do.
I do. I remember Marvel's Katy killing the big dragon at the end with the bow and arrow that she'd been
Just
training
learned.
1 hour for.
Oh yeah. Well, I remember Death Dealer just randomly getting his soul sucked out by some weird squishy creature thing that just floated by. It sucked his soul. He was just dead. It was like, oh,
I didn't.
I don't even remember that.
I
remember
don't remember
in
that
the-
at all.
I remember
because we got Taskmaster, Death Dealer, and like there's other ones throughout the MCU. Like, oh, what a cool character and concept, and then they just die. You know, like,
Yep.
It's like Skull and
Okay.
Bones.
oh well.
Bye.
Razor Fist was in Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
He's got a big
that's
razor.
That's
Sorry,
my,
Gil, not-
my
not
favorite
that
part.
Razor Fist.
My favorite part was when during the car chase, Marvel's Katy was driving and our hero was sitting bitch and panicking during the whole thing.
Wouldn't you if an Asian woman was driving you?
Okay, fair. Fair point. I've always said
My
only Bay
favorite
Area.
bit is when what's she called? Aquafina. When Aquafina got a packet of Marlboro Red out and smoked all 20 back to back, and then continued the scene and went.
Only Bay Area people will get this joke, but the most dangerous place on earth isn't Gaza or wherever there's a war. It's the Daly City DMV. Okay. The Daly City DMV is the most dangerous place on earth. To explain the joke a little bit, it's where all the Asian people go to get their driver's tests and driver's licenses.
Oh, to license. Okay, got it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I love
handing
my
out
Filipinos, but with a lot of Filipinos.
Yeah, like handing out guns. It's like handing out guns to the untrained.
Definitely look both ways when you're walking around the Daly City DMV. Okay.
Oh man.
So Doomsday is I don't know how it could be good. If it is, that'd be great. Be nice and surprised. They haven't set up Doctor Doom at all. At all.
Why bother? Why bother?
At this point, why bother? And they haven't, like, you would think they would do a trailer. I know they shot a trailer that gives you it's the Doctor Doom trailer, because this was a movie about Doctor Doom. And they're just, you know what? When you're trying to just copy the success of Infinity War and Endgame, you're not really being, I don't know, you're not being creative.
Hey, I've got a
You're
crazy
not being
idea.
innovative.
I've got a crazy idea.
What's that?
What if they just made a Doctor Doom movie?
Why
You're
didn't
insane.
why didn't Robert Downey Jr. at least deliver a line at the end of Fantastic Four? I mean, like,
it wasn't him.
it wasn't him in the
Because
costume.
It wasn't him, and that's why.
It wasn't him. Look, dude, good on him. He negotiated probably one of the greatest, if not the greatest acting deal outside of Alec Guinness getting, residuals from Star Wars. But like, good on him. But it sounds like, I think we all assume, maybe I was the only one who assumed this, that Iron Man was going to show up in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like it.
But that would be a really good opportunity to put in a new Iron Man.
It would. But the way I was told Secret Wars ends, I cannot be specific. You're gonna hate it. And where they're going, so the problem is you're trying to get butts and seats and revitalize Marvel, but you're going to be revitalizing it right before a soft reboot where you're about to introduce some X-Men, but you kill all the old ones. You open a movie killing Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man.
Such a huge fucking mistake.
Wow.
I've said before, but if someone suggested that, it'd be like, you're out. Get out of the room right now. Get out.
And-
you can't be a part of this conversation for saying that. It's
Of
already
course
over.
they're going to bring him back, right? Of course they're going to bring him back later. But and then where are you going to go from there? What's your reboot going to look like? And is it going to have some familiar faces or all new faces? And it's going to be a mix.
It's going to be a mix, yeah.
It's going to be a mix.
Because that Shang-Chi 2 is happening, dude. That's happening.
Any day now.
Was it a few weeks ago? A couple of months ago? I don't know. Time's got no meaning anymore. Simu Lu said, yeah, second Shang-Chi still happening.
Well, it would be a huge mistake. Even like what? Either they do it and it's a horrible bomb because it would make less money than the fucking first one, or they don't do it, which then it's just funny. It's funny either way.
It's funny either way.
Either way, we win.
It's not going to be good. They don't know what they're doing.
Of course, it's not really good. The first one was garbage.
It was an absolute triumph. As what are you talking about?
Save lives, dude. No way, that's it.
John Campier's goodie bag said it was a triumph.
I don't know if we've gotten any.
Prawn sandwich.
If we've gotten any.
It's the best. Fucking Marvel. Fucking God, that man's got no.
It's the best Marvel since the last Marvel.
Well, remember when we went through that stage?
Yeah. No, like, dude, so many commentators have been saying all these entries are so good, and then they look back one day and they're like, "What happened? All these awful entries." This is goldfish memory. I was thinking, by the way, do you think it's ever going to happen in our lifetimes that they make like a major budget, major movie that's Marvel versus Star Wars in some way, like they have?
Possibly Marvel DC. I think there's more kind of chance actually.
Yeah,
of
but Marvel and
DC
Star Wars, there's no worry. They own all that.
I know, but the way that crossovers can work,
No, yeah, like if DC and Marvel were both desperate, then they both agree like we should do that. That could I agree with you that's probably more likely, but do you think it'll ever happen? Trying to bring some Darth Vader into the Marvel
Star Wars. I'm going to say no. And if it does happen before I die, I will kill myself.
They're about to release you. You're like, no. You grab a gun.
Wait. Now.
Because the next degree of desperation, of course, for Star Wars is to remake the original trilogy. Gary's talked about that a few times. If that gets announced at some point, the equivalent for Marvel, I guess, would be is remaking the MCU, which is expected at this point. They've talked about it and stuff.
Star Wars is the same.
That's kind of what I'm saying. It's like if those are the next steps and they both fail, and it's like, so what's next? It's like, well, you wonder if they'll be like, man, Iron Man versus Darth Vader. Everyone would love to see that, even though obviously Iron Man would lose pretty quickly. But you know, just that sort of shit. Dude,
you want to go to Bat in the Sun channel and just watch those instead? Because
I don't want any of it. As
you don't want to watch Darth Vader versus Batman?
No.
Didn't I hear they're doing a comic? They are going to do a comic crossover.
In DC Marvel are doing a comic crossover.
Star Wars Marvel crossover.
I think DC Marvel.
Didn't our mutual friend tell us they were going to do that? Maybe I dreamt it.
Maybe I can't remember. I don't recall. Put it this way: if he did, I must have wiped it from my fucking memory very quickly.
Right. But yeah, a DC Marvel crossover could be possible after the merger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after they both have 3 flops in a row each, and then they're like, all right.
Well, so they started talking about the Wonder Woman, trying to cast the Wonder Woman movie. And it's just like, why are you trying to cast the Wonder Woman movie? And why aren't you talking about how amazing this Supergirl movie looks? Now that the second trailer came out, why are you suddenly trying to talk about something else? Why are you trying to move the narrative to something else? Is it because it looks like fucking dog shit?
I'm sure this will shock you immensely, but I know someone who knows someone who's on that Man of Tomorrow set, and they're saying like everything James Gunn is saying is lies. It's just like, yep.
Well, he opens his mouth.
But the specific flavor of these ones, though, this person was saying that it's really weird that he's lying about these because they're all going to become very obviously proven to be lies, not even that long. Their point of view is that he's kind of melting down, and he's really panicking about Supergirl.
ain't my birthday.
No, I know. It's so over for him, and loads of fucking James Gunn, like, gun bros have no idea how over it is.
Dude, I've you know, I talk a lot of shit. We talk a lot of shit around these parts about various things. And the other day when I did my Supergirl video, very well received video, by the way. Thank you, everybody. But on Twitter, strange enough, Gary, not on YouTube, but on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Just a bunch of fucking gun bros melting the fuck down. Like nobody following their accounts. Clearly either sock puppet accounts or bot accounts or whatever. And they were just like melting down over that video. It was freaking brilliant. Loved it. And just you're getting at it in left, right, and center to people trying to like dramatize and just go, and then just go like ... leave this conversation, or you just go ... mute, and you just like, and now they're just screaming into the void to themselves.
Take it with a grain of salt, but another thing they were mentioning was that he's doing a lot of fist on the table sort of slamming and
really,
yeah, yelling at people. The leaks keep springing from their operation. He's very mad about it.
Well,
Really?
James, if this gets back to you, I'll tell you how the leaks spring, because the people who are working on the shit think it's shite.
Yeah,
That's
there's more value in discussing these awful ideas than there are waiting for them to come out.
Yeah, boy. People want to work on something quality, not just some, like I said the other week or a couple of BBC, real BBCs ago. This Supergirl trailer looks like the fucking trailer for the Marvels, and that was Marvel's 30th movie or whatever the fuck it was. This is DC's second offering after a week saw Superman. Oh, fucking good luck.
Well, somewhat related to that. Joaquin Phoenix, Ben Stiller, Kristen Stewart, and 1,000 plus Hollywood names oppose Paramount merger deal and open letter block the merger.
Wait a minute,
Now,
aren't these the same people that said we don't want Netflix?
Yes, these are the same people who said, well, they don't want any merger, but they would prefer the Paramount merger, and they don't want Netflix, but now they don't want this merger because of the association that Allison might have with a certain president. And God. This includes Damon Lindelof. Watchmen creator Lindelof, who is currently under an overall deal with Warner Brothers and is writing the Lantern show, has explained his reasoning for signing a letter in an Instagram post on Monday, noting he does sort of know my potential new boss, David Ellison. He's going to be your new boss, and calls him bright, ambitious, and passionate exec who loved movies and trusted the people who he made them with. Lindelof says, despite that impression he has of the Paramount CEO and the concerns he has, his peers have of potential relationship in the industry, he has chosen the sign open letter opposing the merger, mainly in support of Hollywood's blue-collar town makeup. And he later on says, you know, the blue-collar working class are going to get fucked by this merger. And I would just like to point out that there's a response letter, and there's a letter that all these actors signed, and then there's a response letter from David Ellison, who basically says, I hear you, I understand, there's fewer jobs, and there's been a lot of disruption from COVID to tech. They don't bring up the biggest disruption, the strikes. So it's Damon Lindelof, who is a member of the WGA, who went on strike, who fucked these blue-collar working class folk in Hollywood that are going to lose their job anyway. Damon Lindelof is not going to lose his job. He's completely fine. So he's signing this letter just so he can look people in the crew in the eye and say, hey, I got your back. Really sorry you're going to lose your job. Better luck next time. But how do you think David Ellison feels that a guy who's writing a Green Lantern show that's about to work under him, has signed a letter in protest of his merger. You think he's going to forget that?
You can be a bit brutal, so we might just be able to see some fun things happen as a result of
that. We might. I wonder if James Gunn signed this letter. He didn't.
Maybe.
But I pointed out last night, Jar Jar Abrams signed it.
Of course.
And who helped finance Bad Robot and helped him get to where he was?
Satan.
David Ellison's Skydance.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a new movie coming, doesn't he? Abrams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do we know anything about it yet?
It's a neighborhood that gets transported into the past with dinosaurs.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Dude, his upcoming projects, he got 21.
Has he though?
I think one.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this before. Some of it's like, oh, Constantine 2, Half-Life, Hot Wheels, Portal. It's like, what the fuck is all of this? Stop.
Yeah, most of that was
not a video
years
game
ago
adaptation.
too. Yeah.
Oh, did you hear the Jacksepticeye news, Mauler?
I did. I don't know much of anything about him, so I can't comment on whether or not that's a hopeful thing or not.
He doesn't like Mr. Beast, so he's okay in my eyes.
Who?
Mr. Beast is a fascinating character.
He is definitely an interesting character. Jacksepticeye.
He's got that thing people talk about where the smile doesn't reach the eyes.
Yeah, he's dead-eyed. Dead-eyed, yeah.
Very scary. We're built in with a detector for that because it means it's something that'll harm you potentially. You gotta be careful.
Well, I think it's over. I think it's over for the merger, guys, because Mark Ruffalo signed the letter. Alyssa Milano signed the letter.
What's
Cynthia
that little
Nixon,
old lady complaining about?
Margaret Cho signed the letter. Rosie O'Donnell signed the letter. Tig Notaro signed the letter.
Tig Notaro, fuck off, Tig, you useless twat.
Yeah, Ellen Page.
Ellen, whoa! Don't you be dead naming no
Dead
women.
naming.
Men. I mean, I don't know.
Elliot.
Denis Villeneuve.
Yes.
Goodness me.
Denis Villeneuve signed it.
David Fincher as well.
David Fincher signed it.
I know.
Who works for Netflix. He's got an exclusive deal with Netflix.
So funny.
Yeah. That's based.
All of these motherfuckers will sign with Paramount, with Para Warner or Mount Bros or whatever it's called. They'll all sign that letter.
Oh,
but yeah,
dude, these fuckers will sign anything you put in front of them. What's this? It's free the rose bushes. Fucking sign on that thing. What's it? It could be anything. Put it in front of them. They'll sign it. If this was if the Netflix deal had gone through, they'd be doing exactly this right now.
Exactly. And then afterwards, if ISIS had a streaming service, y'all be on the phone to your agents.
Yeah, fucking hail Ricky Gervais. Fucking yeah. And it's true.
It's absolutely true. They're just doing it to look good to the rank and file at Hollywood. So it's basically all done to appease them so they won't get mad at them. That's all this is. This is an inevitability. I think the California Attorney General is going to try to stop it. Good luck.
Fuck off,
and there's some weird impression that if they stop this merger, that both studios will be able to operate as they were, and they won't.
No, one was selling because it was done. It was dead. Oh, dude, I would. It's kind of part of me that would be like, great. It'd be great if they go, do you know what? This merger can't go through. Warner, you have to operate off your own. And then they just go, can we sell DC Comics right now, please? And I'd be like, that would be funny.
Hey, Into the Spider-Verse is gonna wrap up.
I don't care.
Finally, yeah.
I don't care.
What the fuck's going on with that?
I
film?
don't
Like, what the
give
hell?
a shit.
They got
What
new
year was it? I
directors
watched them.
apparently, and they showed a little footage, and I think it comes out next year. I bet it gets delayed.
2027, yeah.
When did it was 2023?
January of 2023, wasn't it? They said it was going to come out initially.
What?
And what's it
What
called?
was it?
Across
Into the
Spider-Verse
Spider-Verse?
is the second one, right?
Yeah.
Across.
That was
2020. Oh, that was 2023. So it was beginning of 2024. They said that the next one was going to come out. So
Yeah, it was supposed to come out immediately.
It's been delayed by like 2.5 years. I think they may have made a mistake there.
A little bit.
Wow. So there's Into the Spider-Verse was 2018. And then the other one was
Across?
So
wait, no.
Across
it's
the
4
Spider-Verse?
years. So it's 4 years between movies.
Yeah, Into, Across, and then Beyond.
Yeah.
Across. That's it. Across. Oh my god! I had to go see Across. It was fine.
And they fired a bunch of the animators too. So it's
2023.
almost 10 years to get all these movies made.
That is fucking spasticated.
It's crazy. And that ending sucked.
But it was just like it just ended.
Yeah, there wasn't an ending.
Sentence.
It just stopped. The movie just stopped. It didn't end.
Yeah, it just like some guy was saying something about vegetables, and then it just ended. Holy shit! We got to wait another fucking hell. I'd actually forgotten about it completely.
I don't know what news we're getting today. I just saw Alan Ng post that he saw Godzilla
Minus One, Part 2, 3.
Minus Zero. Godzilla walk up to the Statue of Liberty.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh,
Interesting.
That trailer drops tonight. So we're gonna, yeah.
6 p.m. Pacific, right?
Godzilla Minus One. I fucking love that.
Love that
film's
movie to
incredible.
death.
So you're saying we're going to get a fight between Godzilla and the Statue of Liberty?
Yes.
Oh my god.
All right.
Statue of Liberty just sort of goes kind of Ghostbusters style.
Smashes it with
Shield,
all-
you know, whacks it with a torch, fucking sets it on fire.
I am a French woman from the 1800s. Don't mess with me.
Will not mess with-
I have Firebush.
Whoa.
But it's just imagine downtown. Well, just Manhattan, just ripping Manhattan apart.
Liberty Mech. Well, they've already done that in Ghostbusters, right? Ghostbusters 2.
Two.
Oh yeah.
Ghostbusters
Oh,
2.
of course.
Wow.
Because the ecto jizzed.
What was the song they were playing? Who was singing?
Bobby
Patti
Brown.
LaBelle or Bobby Brown? What? I thought it was a girl. I can't remember.
Well, Bobby Brown did the theme for Ghostbusters too.
Yeah, but who did the song they were playing while Statue of Liberty was walking around?
Oh,
Chattel
yeah,
now.
because it was the hopeful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You had to get the emotions up because everybody was
Yeah.
being so negative.
yeah, it's the negative emotions that was causing the ectoplasm, so they had to get
Jackie Wilson? Was
The
it Jackie
best-
Wilson?
the
Higher
biggest
and higher.
ever.
Okay, good. Thank you.
higher and higher. Let's just say I haven't seen Ghostbusters 2 as many times as I've seen Ghostbusters.
I still like it, but I haven't seen it as much as Ghostbusters 1.
Prove you're a huge Ghostbusters fan. Name one actor that's in it.
Jesus.
Wrong.
Fuck.
See,
I was trying to think of an actor from
Exposed.
Ghostbusters 2016, and I couldn't name one.
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy. That's it. Yeah.
Oh man.
Wrong.
Kevin Spacey. No. It's in
Superman
a weird world
Returns.
we live in a world
Superman
where
Returns, when adjusted for inflation, didn't it make as much as Superman's James Gunn?
it made more.
It made
When-
more.
Yeah, Superman's James Gunn is the lowest grossing adjusted for inflation Superman movie at the cinema.
What a shit movie that was. I'm starting to
I
feel
think
like it's a great
well,
icon for the 2020s. That Superman movie.
fuck off.
No, I mean that like for what it like what
I think it
2020s has been.
typifies.
Yeah, I mean that's an icon, isn't it?
But Superman Returns, I think, adjusted for inflation when I did the numbers back in. Now I'm having to remember a video from months ago, but I think it was around 623 to 625 million, whereas Superman made 615, 616. So it just did Superman Returns adjusted for inflation has just done more than Superman's James Gunn.
That universe will collapse.
But if Supergirl ends up doing like,
I say that as though it's not already collapsed.
Boobies.
Oh,
so
here we go.
I am curious about this one. It's the fact that we're even talking about this, and they're probably going to frame it in the worst way possible. And we're going to read this article together because, again, I only skimmed it, so I don't know what the summation is or anything. But the fact that it's being talked about now, when the Hollywood Reporters of the world and the Varieties of the world would run cover for these horrible adaptations, I think is interesting.
I don't know why Resident Evil's not in there. That seems like a really obvious one. It's topical. Like it should be in their little thing.
Well,
but,
Lord knows they've made enough.
Well, they're saying fantasy authors, but
unfaithful ones.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if they're referencing God of War, House of the Dragon, The Witcher, it's like, yeah, Resident Evil's got a perfect fit for
that. Fantasy authors are not playing. Creators increasingly call out unfaithful adaptations, from House of the Dragon to God of War, a game I finished quite easily. The Witcher. Shows are getting smacked by creators for seeming to stray from source material. Seeming. And there are reasons it's happening now. Amazon Studios has to be at least a little thankful that J.R.R. Tolkien is no longer around. You think? Can I remind everybody that they premiered The Rings of Power Season 1 on the anniversary of his death?
On his death. His death.
First, the studio came under fire by best-selling fantasy author Brandon Sanderson for its Wheel of Time adaptation. I had my problems with the show, Sanderson said last year. I won't miss being largely ignored. They wanted my name on it for legitimacy. It had a fan base that deserved better. Not wrong. Then last month, the creator of God of War video game, David Jaffe.
Okay, yeah. Actually, let's just because I hate the way this is written. It's like David Jaffe's retarded, and he created the character. Well, like the first game. This is adapting the Norse ones, and bearded Kratos and everything. Like everyone was dunking on that image, and a lot of it is to do with posture and like the volume of the beard, as in like. It feels as though you could have fixed this to look way better, even on set with what you had to work with right there in that moment. Meaning, like, yeah, people are not happy and they're going to fuck things up. But I just don't use David Jaffe as a fucking like point of authority. He's a moron. It's this may as well say. Then last month, everyone said that the first photo was fucking horrible. It's like, yes.
Yeah. Didn't he go after Vera Dark?
He goes.
Oh yeah, he's now decided that his calling in life is retarded takes against other video game commentators.
It is extremely difficult to keep track of all of his horrible opinions.
I think it was bumming Alyssa McCanty the last time I knew.
Oh, neither of these characters. He said it is so bad in so many ways. Neither of these characters look very interesting or appealing. If this was God of War Dumb and Dumber edition, this is what I would expect.
Wow. Burned.
Totally burned. We can skip the David Jaffe part. He had, to be fair, Jaffe has been a critic of other God of War spin-off efforts since his involvement with the game ended nearly 2 decades ago.
Yeah.
And he added that he trusts the Prime Video show's producer, Ronald D. Moore, to deliver. But given all the fandom debate that surrounded Amazon's first 2 seasons of its Rings of Power. I will not even use Lord of the Rings in
yeah,
association with that.
Appreciate
Not having Tolkien rage tweeting about the show's Harfoots has been a blessing.
Well, he'd be too busy writing anyway.
He'd be too busy
He wouldn't be
writing,
on
but I
social.
promise you, if Tolkien had a rage post, it would be the most eloquent and savage thing you ever read.
It'd be like reading a John Cleese tweet.
Prime Video is not alone in having a fantasy creator target its adaptation. The Witcher author, Andrei Sapkowski, has publicly thrown passive barbs at Netflix's troubled series, saying things like the streamer never listened to me.
Yes.
Yes.
He laughed uproariously after he said that as well, which was
I got a lot of mileage out of that clip. I cannot praise the show. I cannot praise the show. It wouldn't be decent. The Witcher also famously lost their star Henry Cavill amid still murky It's not murky.
It's not.
It's not. Lauren,
his contract ran out. This was the clause in his contract where he could get out, and he fucking took it with immediate effect.
No. He was very difficult to work with. He was very rude. He was he's a very bad actor.
He wanted them to actually adhere to the books.
Yes, ridiculously unreasonable shit like that. Yeah.
With the actor having hinted that fidelity to the source material was a core issue for him.
See?
Sounds totally difficult to work with.
Yeah, what a hideous
What a son of a bitch.
I don't know how he got away with it.
George R. Wow. They're just listing off shit we've put in our videos and talked about on live streams for years.
Many such cases, dude.
Wow. George R. Martin. I just mentioned him in my Harry Potter one. After years of difficulty holding his tongue over some things about Game of Thrones, he wasn't thrilled about Unleashed a Dracarys on prequel House of the Dragon for its deviations from the book Fire and Blood amid a falling out with showrunner Ryan Condell. We got into season 2 and Condell basically stopped listening to me, Martin said. I would give notes and nothing would happen. Yet Martin has sung the praises of the new series, A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, saying the show is as faithful as an adaptation as a reasonable man could hope for. And playfully quipped, and you all know how incredibly reasonable I am on that particular subject.
Well, for one, we'll never know the context what happened between him and Condell.
Yeah.
We all know there was the writing strike shit, so they couldn't even fix their own season when the 2 episodes got wiped from them. There's all kinds of push and pull with studios being twats. I wonder if Martin's going to maintain the relationship when we move into season 2 of Night of the Seven Kingdoms. Already changes being made that everyone's aware of, so we'll see how that goes. And
they have to relocate to film now because the Spanish area where they were going to film has just been flooded.
Yeah.
So, it's what's funny about all of this is these are all conversations, because Gary, you're totally right. This is all copied, but in a thin way. Like there's so much more to say about each of these circumstances, each of the people saying it, and about what source material and how. I suppose you can broadly draw out of it. They should adhere more to the thing that they're trying to draw the audiences out of. I mean, we're not going to disagree on that front.
No, George wrote his blog about the butterfly effect, basically. And one of those, and he didn't even mention the Valerians, right? Which I'm guessing he approved, which they tried to make work in the show. And it does, minus the wigs, which looks stupid. But with making them black, it cost them the one genuine black character who was in the story, Nettles, who's kind of important, because what it shows is you don't necessarily have to have a lot of. She probably is a dragon seed. She probably is some kind of Valerian bastard. And probably has like 1/10. Maybe she's quarter Valerian. Who knows?
Quarter black Valerian.
No, she's full black. Maybe she's 3/4 black. I don't know. But she in the story, she basically just slowly feeds a dragon over time and tames it and is able to ride it that way. So they take away that story. Plus, she has a major connection to Daemon later on that's going to be completely removed. So I don't know what they replace it with, because if they replace it with, I don't know, one of his daughters, that's weird. Because he has a relationship, Damon has a relationship with Nettles. So if you're going to use, it does fuck everything up. Plus, the one thing he brings up is they left out, I'm blanking on the name right now. They left out one of the kids and who gets massacred, but leaving out the kid takes away a bunch of other scenes. So when you remove these things, you have to change so much. And it's not like this is a dense story to begin with. It is a Wikipedia article on the history of Westeros. So there's not a lot you had to change until the end, which they've already.
We've often compared it to like if you're building, a fucking like Tetris tower or whatever, and it's just like I'm not going to use this brick here, and you're like, oh, but it's going to collapse when you get halfway up. Like, what are you doing? It's like, no, we don't need it. You're like, okay. And then you get to the halfway at the point, and it starts to topple, and then they're like, oh, what? Oh, damn it! And you're like, what? Like, wait, hello? This reminds me of how they did Game of Thrones. So many instances of that from even the earlier seasons. Then you just see all the repercussions. Then they just gave up.
They did. J.K. Rowling famously told the filmmakers of Harry Potter, like, don't leave out the house elves, because there's a really important part that they mostly left out. And then Dobby comes back out of nowhere, in the final movie. And if they would have put him in a little bit, not that his death still had impact, it would have had more impact, right? It's but yeah, so you lose Nettles in House of the Dragon. It's kind of a big deal. So, but we also don't want to like remove any responsibility from George R. Martin, because he has some. My guess is, and I'm not the only one who said this, is his notes probably came in late, so they were already well into production and couldn't change anything. And Ryan Condell probably could have thrown him under the bus at that point, but they still technically have to work together. Ryan Condell's an executive producer on Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I don't know like how much involvement he has, but it'll be interesting. Ironically, where was I? Okay. HBO recently had a slightly similar issue with an acclaimed Green Lantern comic book writer, Grant Morrison, who aligned with outraged fans taking issue with the showrunner of the upcoming Lantern series, who just signed a letter protesting his new boss, Damon Lindelof. Series joking Green is stupid. Morrison wrote, "What is the jockish dismissal of superhero conventions intended to prove anyway?" The showrunner Damon
stupid. That's one of those ones where you're like, this was honestly said. This was said.
Yep.
A color is stupid. And they tried to cover it, being like, nah, I was just joking around because it's such a great joke, green, stupid. And then we actually didn't call it Green Lantern.
Yeah, and
then his costume's beige.
Oh, that trailer. Fucking hell.
It was
some
terrible.
Avant-garde. Like, hey, what if green wasn't green?
Well, and they didn't follow it up with an explanation of this is why we called it lanterns. I think that's the most telling thing.
Because he gave you the truth at the start.
He gave you the truth.
That's why.
They think green is stupid. Oh, yeah, by the way, please watch our Green Lantern adaptation with Green Lantern.
Do you know when green's not stupid, Gary? Do you know when it's not stupid? When it's Black Panther.
Oh, yeah. Right. Okay. Yes.
When they were making this fucking decision, you could totally imagine they were like, listen, calling it Green Lanterns and calling it Lanterns or whatever, that's the difference between it being a majorly respected, impactful, culturally just fucking historic show. If it were called Green Lanterns or something, everyone's gonna ignore it.
Yeah, that's stupid. It's green. I'm not going to watch this.
You almost want to sit them down and be like, this is all going to collapse, guys. There's not much you can do. Like, you could call it the Rainbow Lanterns. It wouldn't fucking matter at this point, okay? It's all over.
Since you gave that video, that board game analogy just a few minutes ago, all I've been thinking is this whole thing's just kaplunk. Do you remember
Yeah.
Kaplunk? It's just Kaplunk. You're just waiting for the sticks to come out and the balls to fucking fall.
Well, it's not that long ago, but like even the Snyderverse it took a while for it to all settle down and stop. But everyone knew, like, very far back, it takes a while. And then it takes a while to drum up what's going to be new. And it's just crazy because by the time you release Superbad, it's like, I think it's already over, James. Sorry, mate.
Sorry, Jimmy.
That didn't work out well. The showrunner, Damon Lindelof, who surely had to be amused at being called a jock, drafted a sincere apology. Another HBO fantasy project, The Last of Us. Man, they're just going down the line here.
This is what it means. These are skipping over so fast. But the person writing this probably has no idea what any of this means.
No, not at all. They were probably given this story, and well, some fans are really upset about adaptations, and this all comes from Black Snape, by the way. This is all inspired by Black Snape. Another HBO fantasy series, The Last of Us, had a split when the game's developer, Neil Druckmann, left as co-showrunner after season 2, which I would probably say is a plus at this point. Druckmann hasn't said anything.
It's too far gone now.
Oh, of course.
The crazy conclusion was season 2, the show was worse than the game.
Wow.
Like it was unfaithfully worse, which is an incredible achievement. But this is a funny paragraph because they don't have a citation here. Like even Neil Druckmann is pro with the show. Like they needed to quote from someone that said it was shit. I don't know. That should have been too hard to find.
Druckmann hasn't said anything negative about the show, but noted after he left, the way I can be best contribute is to make sure season 3 is deeply faithful as season 1 was, because I feel like that is the gold standard for this kind of adaptation.
Okay, so that means that we're going to go to the most hated woman in video games, and she's going to fucking team up with a trans weirdo to go and bite off Ellie's fingers.
It's going to be $1 bazillion to make this thing. And you just want to sit them down and be like, what are you doing?
How are they going to do Seattle? How are they going to do Seattle?
This is not going to happen, guys. This is like, you're not going to make any money from it. You've already fucked it. It's over. No one's watching the show. No one's playing the games. It's over. You killed it. Stop fucking around.
Isn't it amazing that the exact same thing happened with a TV show that happened to the game?
We said for like years, it's like, oh, well, they might change the story. They was like, no, they made it worse. Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, my God. And they just don't know. They don't know. And they can't act fast enough to change anything in a real way. So they just have to motor on with this failure. And it's the most predictable thing in the world. You know, when a Marvel sequel is rolling out, everybody and his mother said, well, this is going to be the biggest flop of the year. And it was. There's that word again. It's faithful.
Yeah, everyone knows as soon as Joel goes, the interest in the show goes.
Dude, the fucking second season opened with Ellie wrestling a man that was like 4 times her size and defeating him.
Of course.
It was like, God, could have given us a bit more time before we got to this.
And it gave us the wonderful "I'm gonna be a dad" meme.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember. Did Bigot Sandwich make it into the show version? I can't remember.
I don't know. I didn't watch season 2 because I gave up on season 1.
I think chat would know. I don't. For some reason, I'm thinking it didn't, which is a shame. Bigot Sandwich deserves to be in the adaptation.
You know what? I'm hungry.
You gotta be faithful.
I want a Bigot Sandwich.
By the way, this is such a bad reference, like I said, for so many reasons, because you wouldn't want them to be faithful to The Last of Us 2.
No. That's you just made the point. Like the author of this article chat GPT'd something with no reference and they're framing it with I'm waiting for them to say at the end, well, the reason it's happening is because we need more diversity. That's what I'm waiting for. We'll see if that actually happens.
Didn't we discuss before the second season came out that we thought that Joel was going to stay in the show far beyond his expiration date?
No, they just
fucking knocked him off. Just like
4.
And then all the women went, oh, we're not watching this anymore. And then 6 months later, he went, by the way, fucking a Jewish dude. And then that was it. Then they got on their high horse again.
Pedro Pascal, by the way.
Now Grogu and the Mandalorian's got a predicted.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a second. The common threads of the authors being riled at adaptations that do not, in their view, closely honor the source material or feel like their views are not being taken into account. Authors having such a sentiment about their adapted works is, of course, nothing new and is not necessarily an indication an adaptation has done anything wrong. And they talk about The Shining. Okay. Did I miss? Okay. Sorry. We got to go backwards. Ironically, the biggest fantasy author in the world, J.K. Rowling, who is perhaps one of the most controversial names in media due to her trans. No, she's not.
No.
By the way,
you just a bunch of fucking mentally ill fucking weirdos.
Yeah, she's only controversial in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And with a few people on X, she's not controversial anywhere else. Go look at the pack theme parks, the audiobooks, the full cast audiobooks. Half-Blood Prince just came out. It's freaking awesome. Dominating the charts, making millions. Yeah, that's not the controversy. Has nothing nice, nothing but nice things to say about HBO's upcoming adaptation of Harry Potter books. I'm happy with it. She has enthused. Rowling is an executive producer on the project, but has nothing to do with it, by the way. Yeah, but Black Snape hasn't been going down very well, has it? So the common threads are out there. We read that part. 2 factors have emboldened authors to push back. Suggest they went to a professor. We needed to go to a professor
of bad takes.
Professor Lotz.
To Professor Lotz. Professor
Lotz
Amanda D. Lotz.
Lots of D.
Professor
Amanda D's nuts.
I mean, you know when they do the surname first and the initials after? Amanda, lots of D.
Lots of D.
Oh my God. A media and digital trends scholar. Shut the fuck up.
All right, everyone, sit down. Get ready to learn something here.
So Amanda's in a lot of debt.
We are in school right Oh my God, it's in Queensland University of Technology. So it's Australia, right?
Australia.
Oh,
yeah.
Sure, we're gonna get
Queensland.
A really insightful take. And an author of Aftermath Media, storytelling and for micro audiences in the 25. I fucking hate reading this sentence. Micro audiences. I guess that's accurate. The Acolyte was storytelling for a micro audience. Starfleet Academy was storytelling for it says it right here. I'm sure this book sold in the 5s of 10s.
It was for a micro audience as well.
It didn't get that far.
It was.
It didn't get that far.
First, there's a reason in which perhaps obvious authors have a closer relationship with their fans and a massive megaphone thanks to social media. Just the norms around how one performs being an author, especially with the strong fan base. That relationship, I'm glad she went to school for this, to figure all this out, man. That relationship has evolved a lot over the last 2 decades, along with the way in which they can communicate and experience people reading their works. So I'm blown away at this take. But also, filmic storytelling itself has dramatically changed in just the last several years. The combination of audience fragmentation, where studios no longer need to draw the largest possible viewership on every show.
What?
Yes, they do.
What the fuck is this?
What are you talking about?
They need it more than ever because budgets have exploded.
Yeah.
And like there's an actual competition now for airspace all the time. Even with literally just random people on YouTube now, you got to compete with. So yeah, this just, you know, this reminds me of, Gary, season 1 of Born Again, Heather, where she's like this genius, experienced psychologist. Yes. She's like, I'm writing my book on masks. She's like, oh wow, what have you got to say? And she's like, well, a mask offers someone a sort of chance to become someone else, or it actually allows them to become their true selves. And you're like,
wow,
deep.
Yeah, that's That's the math. Yeah.
Deep.
How much did you get in debt for that?
Yep. So apparently, according to the fucking media scholar, Professor D's nuts,
Amanda, these
studios no longer need to draw the largest audience possible. And streaming services collectively serving up hundreds of long-form titles a year now allows these stories to be adapted with a level of specificity and loyalty to the source material that wasn't realistic before. But the whole thing is they're not being faithfully adapted.
Yeah.
Audience fragmentation has made it possible to keep the interesting bits of a novel rather than trying to smooth out the challenging bits for a broader audience. Netflix is trying to compel lots of different people with different tastes to continue paying for it. That's a very different mandate than trying to come up with a miniseries adaptation or novel that you're going to try to compel many people to watch at the same time, and we'll get lots of attention.
Just can't they write faster and less?
Get to the fucking point.
I know you mean.
I'm sorry, because I zoned out of that fucking
So
paragraph.
she's making the point that they can be specific to the source material, not worried about the general audience, but this whole article is about them not being faithful to the story. So when's she going to get to that part, especially at Netflix with The Witcher? The rare exception
GTP where she stole it from
in the non-streaming space was something like Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, which was 20 years ago. Right. But streamers are trying to balance making wide appeal content and pleasing a vocal hardcore fandom that can often have an almost religious view of canon, which they haven't done like at all. And now authors potentially breaking rates to join the fans in their criticisms as well.
Yeah,
Why
because you're not adapting the fucking.
Because you're not adapting it.
Every single fucking time they feel like they're the first person to say, hey guys, me personally, I'm going to try and give my own spin to this thing. I'm going to go off the rails a little and give you my own interpretation. And you never get the dude, other than maybe one time, that's like, I'm going to stick to what it was and I'm going to give you what it is as best I can. That is my job as an adapter. Like, oh, I wish one person would try sticking to the source material these days. Just one. Let's see how it goes. Just one person. Go on.
One benefit of the old way of doing things was that because adaptations had to change so drastically to fit a 2-hour movie or a broadcast TV series, there are greater acceptance that changes would be significant. No movie version of The Shining could have ever captured Jack Torrance's very gradual slide into bringing up The Shining again. The Shining movie is better than the book.
It's really topical, though, Gary. It's a really topical one. Why don't you fucking pick one from, I don't know, current day?
Current fucking day.
Current fucking day.
Boring.
I don't envy the studios trying to negotiate these things. She did not address what they set up for this entire article. What does this mean?
Go back to the title.
The title,
is
fantasy authors are not playing. Creators increasingly call out unfaithful adaptations. Then the byline.
Where's that in the article so far? You've had one line that's gone, which sees some creators joining fans. That's it. That's what you fucking said.
So, and they say, and there are some reasons it's happening now, and they never give you an answer to that.
And there
question.
are reasons.
There are lots of reasons.
Well, they didn't say they were going to give them.
Okay, you're right. You're right, and they didn't. They went to a scholar who said something that doesn't relate to the rest of the article at all.
Well, so half the article here is just stolen broad points from other people, and then it's just quoted the book and pretended like that's it. We did it. We've made a point.
Our work here is done.
That is a chat GPT as ever I've fucking heard one.
Dude. Yeah, totally.
Chat GPT, give me the broad outlines on why fandom, blah blah blah. You know,
fucking annoying too, because it's a really interesting conversation if you drill down into like, is it possible to adapt unfaithfully and still have it be good, and is it possible to adapt faithfully and have it be bad? And it's like, yeah, we've got examples of some of this, all over the place, but we're currently in a culture where they keep banking on pre-established audiences with content that they have no interest in. and then they're like, wait, why is this crumbling? It's like, oh man, there's a skeleton key that unlocks this entire system for you. If only you knew. Because, this is why I said Resident Evil should be in there. It's like everyone's saying, Zach Cregg is going to make a good film, good horror movie. It's like, yeah, probably. I don't know. Sure, maybe. It's just, and I'm sure.
But then, like we said, we all turn around and go, but it wasn't Resident Evil. It's a good zombie film, but it wasn't Resident Evil.
If Weapons was called Resident Evil, it'd be like, yeah, I liked it. I don't know why the fuck they called it Resident Evil though.
Well, yeah, is that Resident Evil, but doesn't have any link to Resident Evil? It's just like that's the name because it's in suburbia. No, it's part of the Resident Evil brand.
Yeah, just you have to picture. People have been saying this, like, no, it's going on
residential evil.
While Resident Evil 1 and 2 are happening, this is happening. They're gonna do that, Gary.
They are.
Wait, but
that could be our spoof movie we make.
Yeah, and it's just a bit rude, I think, specifically to Resident Evil fans. They've been brutalized for a very long time.
Like I said, all you need to do is take Jill or Claire or Leon or Chris or Ada or one of those main characters and just put them in the film as the lead. And it can be them on an adventure at some point. In what year? Pick a year. It's 2014,
Yeah. Spencer Mansion, just rent out a mansion, get a couple of sets that you can fuck with, basic makeup for zombies, give them limited ammo in the story, give them a bunch of people to talk to, save, and revelations and scary moments, shoot it well, easy choices for cinematography and lighting. The game gives you all of this.
Yeah.
Do the Lisa stuff.
Have Bravo team in first. Bravo team getting fucking minced. Then you go to then you go to Alpha's team,
And when that pays off, great, you do Resident Evil 2 and 3, and then we finally get to watch someone kill a bunch of Spanish people in Resident Evil 4, which would have been really cool.
I live for that.
Yep.
Grace Randolph will be against it.
No,
no, she'd be pro it because there'd be plenty of white people dying.
Yeah, she's against Resident Evil 5 when they go to Africa,
which they would never adapt because they're cowards. But that's another thing.
They went, and not just Africa; they went into the heart of Africa, like the dusty fucking heart of
Mauritania.
Africa. And I have never seen so many Asian people there in my life.
Oh,
and it was IGN who was doing a lot of crying about that, wasn't
Ebola.
It? Residential
evil. I think the only people excited about this movie is us. Well, at least me and Muller. I don't know about Az.
Which movie? Oh, fuck that little
excited. I don't know about that, Gary.
I'm gonna have to see it, but I want to make some money. I want to make more money than the film.
This might not be the prospect for that, Az.
It might not. There might be just pure apathy.
You might make more money drawing doodles of these characters and making your own film. Like, here comes Mando.
Put a Baby Yoda action figure on your seat and stream it.
There you go.
Ooh.
Do you know what?
Have you still got the severed head?
I still have the severed head torn apart Baby Yoda. Yeah.
You do.
You should put the body.
It's in
here,
storage. It's in storage, but I didn't throw it away. I thought that was a bit of an iconic moment for the channel. And Mauler's fucking laugh. I can hear it still in my ears. Tore that head off. He's like,
dude, no. Az, you need to mount the head.
Yes,
you need to mount it on the wall.
Oh.
I've got a little a little area. It's in my bathroom, right next to the shitter, by the way. And I've got like an Acolyte figure and King Valkyrie and Captain Marvel and female Doctor Who. The people have sent me. Yep. I've told you guys before, but so when I sit on my throne, because I have a bathroom in here, facing me is a life-size cardboard cutout of Tyrion with the crossbow.
Do we want to relive that moment of Az ripping off the head?
It's when it all fell apart.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we
Oh.
do.
We're going to relive
I
that.
wasn't there. This is what happens when I'm not around.
Good shit.
People
Good
are
shit
really mad at
happens.
me in the chat for simping for Baby Yoda. I'm not sorry. He's cute. He's the only thing in Star Wars
Right.
that's cute.
You
Right.
I was not having
You
that.
gotta, they need you people like you to like Baby Yoda to thrive.
I know.
We must kill Baby Yoda. We must roast
Oh, no.
Baby Yoda on open fire.
That's why they're gonna kill him, because they think they know that there's people that actually like him, and they're gonna be like, we can't have happy fans. We need to kill this fucker.
Kill it. Set it on fire.
No.
Yes.
Why?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Wow, that's Why?
It was the right thing to do.
Oh, you little fuck!
No.
Yeah,
He's still going.
I stand by
I
that.
choose to believe you bought it just to do that.
I'm traumatized.
Good.
Oh well.
So we
Life's
come
a
back to
bitch.
this. The Mandalorian and Grogu tracking for $71 million opening, lowest Disney Star Wars debut yet, below Solo. So you have to frame it like that. I was on a stream a few nights ago, and I had forgotten like how much Solo, didn't make at the box office, and it was
Right.
under $400 million. And when you hear 71, it's actually between 71 and 85 million. 85 million is like Captain America 4 numbers, right? This is the first Star Wars movie in theaters since the rise of Palpatine,
Yeah.
and it's tracking below Solo. So my estimations of 550 million worldwide might be a bit high, guys.
I think mine in the same 500 to 550.
Nobody should be shocked that it was tracked below Solo, I don't think. Solo was shocking at the time, but that was still when Star Wars was healthy, or at least healthier. Because that was like when that was just after TLJ and everything was blowing up. So there was still stuff to lose. But right now, I'm not sure how many people even know this movie's coming out, man.
Same. I agree. There's been just so little noise about it through the marketing, through promotion, and every time something's come out like a little trailer, there's no actual real response to it at all. No, it doesn't spark any conversation.
I'm kind of really hoping this just falls the fuck off completely. Like, it just dies with a whimper and no one gives a fuck.
Comes out in a little over a month.
Mhm.
Jeez.
Things are not looking good for the Mandalorian. Is from geeksandgamers.com. Things are not looking good for the Mandalorian and Grogu, which is a stupid fucking title.
Stupid.
Correct.
As the first Star Wars movie in 7 years is tracking to have a lower opening weekend box office than any of the Disney Star Wars films, including Solo, a Star Wars story, which lost money. Moreover, it seems audiences aren't all that interested in seeing it, especially compared to some other big movies coming out this summer. According to Sean Robbins of Box Office Theory, who tends to estimate a little high on his long-range projections, The Mandalorian and Grogu is tracking to have a 71 to 85 million domestic opening weekend. That's the lowest. That's lower than Solo, which debuted with an at $84 million and ended up raking in 213 domestically, 213 million, and 392 worldwide collectively. Not enough to eke out a profit. Robbins cites The Mandalorian's initial popularity among fans and Grogu's cutesy bootsy wootsy charm and status as a pop culture icon as draws for moviegoers, particularly families, in Grogu's case, Baby Yoda. He also says that the film's standalone nature will make it accessible, and director Jon Favreau's previous success as a filmmaker, Iron Man Elf, could coax people into theaters.
Standalone after 3 fucking seasons.
Yeah.
And why don't we cite some of his more recent achievements?
Yes.
Which is funny, by the way, because you'd think they would think about Lion King because of the money it made.
Jungle
but
Book.
nobody has respect for the Lion King 2019.
Does anybody remember these movies?
I never saw them. I had no interest in seeing them.
They're abominable, but I guess
but it's
well,
not.
I was sort of thinking about, it's like, are they worse than Lilo and Stitch? It's like Lion King might be. It might be.
But it's not standalone, as just pointed out. It is a side quest from a Disney Plus series, which, compared to other Star Wars movies, not a lot of people watched, particularly season 3.
That dropped off a lot from the other, particularly from the first and second season.
Yeah, so it's not really that standalone. On the other hand, Robin says that the film's origins as a streaming show could work against it, as they have for Marvel's attempts to move its small screen properties to movies such as The Marvels and Captain African American. And while the film being a standalone may work in its favor in some ways, it also means there are likely no stakes for the larger Star Wars universe, particularly as it takes place between the original trilogy and the sequel trilogy and involves the New Republic and the remnants of the Empire, meaning audiences know where the story is going. Beyond its opening weekend, it will face competition from Masters of the Universe and Toy Story 5. Imagine Masters of the Universe crushing a Star Wars movie.
I could see that.
It
right
could.
Now.
It absolutely could.
That.
But that tells you how, no disrespect to Masters of the Universe, but that tells you how far things have fallen. And Toy Story 5, among other films, meaning its long-term prospects will depend largely on word of mouth. An entire movie of Pedro Pascal talking like this.
By the way, this might not shock you, Gary,
It might.
but you can still go to Sideshow Collectibles right now and purchase a Kenobi series Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Does it have running away action?
Now you can try and get one of the Attack of the Clones and the other Revenge of the Sith and all that. And good luck with getting a Kenobi from there.
Well, I mean, it was everyone's favorite show, right? It's his best work. Is like the patheticness a thing you have to attach, or is it already on? Like, is it a little piece? The patheticness, is it like detachable?
I mean,
does it have detachable patheticness?
It's got detachable masculinity and
no. Listen, his
Wait,
best
it comes
work.
With that? Wow, that's crazy.
Does it come with a car so he could do a car video talking about Moses Ingram?
It comes with BLM sign,
1/6 scale. Ewan McGregor in his car making a car video. I want that.
Well, that is like, and then you could put any figure in there to create a hostage video. Whoa.
Disney have just come off the floor to threaten if I don't make this video. No, they're not Scottish. If I don't make this video, then they're going to fucking take my contract away from me.
However, The Mandalorian and Grogu has something else working against it. It's got a lot.
Star Wars?
Yes, Disney, Star Wars, Lucasfilm, Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, Kathleen Kennedy's still around.
Not being anywhere interested. That's always going to be a problem for him.
It doesn't look like anyone is particularly excited to see it. As reported by That Park Place, Fandango surveyed 6,000 ticket buyers about their most anticipated summer movies, then published the top 10 in an Instagram post, which you can see below. The Mandalorian and Grogu is not on the list. Toy Story 5, cited by Robbins, is one of the movies that will give it the most competition, is number 1, which I just don't believe. I just flat out don't believe, because they did an IMDb list, which, I mean, isn't much better, But you would have to think it's the Odyssey
No, I can believe
or Spider-Man.
Toy Story. I can believe Toy Story 5. I can believe that.
Unfortunately, yeah. It's probably going to make a shit ton of money.
Signed by Robbins. Oh, yeah. Okay. So on which you can see below, The Mandalorian and Grogu is not on the list. Toy Story 5, cited by Robbins, blah, 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 blah. Also high on the list, number 3 is The Devil Wears Prada 2. That's going to do very well, which opens 3 weeks before The Mandalorian and Grogu. 1 week after that, and 2 weeks before The Mandalorian and Grogu is Mortal Kombat 2, which I like that last trailer. It looked kind of fun.
It looks goofy. And I hope it is, because I need a bit of goof.
Yep. Which is number 8 on Fandango's list. And the week after the Star Wars film, Scary Movie 6, number 5 on the list debuts. But yes, Mandalorian and Grogu is not on this list. And we have discussed this before. Once you see this list all together, you're kind of like, ugh. It doesn't look great.
Well, I mean, I don't see Supergirl doing much, and I don't, to be honest with you, I don't see Scary Movie doing much. Nope. So if they're on the list and Mandalorian Grogu isn't,
well, the fact that they're on a list, like Scary Movie, I hope it's great. I do. But it being like Insidious being on this list, and let's just go over. That's a number 1. Toy Story is a 5th movie.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2 is however you want to look at it. It's a 4th Tom Holland Spider-Man and a ninth Spider-Man movie.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 9th. Yeah,
9th Spider-Man movie, not counting his appearance in other movies. Solo.
Yeah, live action.
A sequel to a 20-year-old major hit, by the way, and good movie, by the way. I like Devil Wears Prada. That's totally 20 years ago. Number 4 is the first, I guess, serious cinematic take on the Odyssey, a 2025.
Is it though with the casting?
Yeah.
Is it though with the casting?
The 6th Scary Movie. When did the last one come out, Mahler? When did 5 come out?
Let me check, because I don't even know that.
Because this is Scary Movie 6, right? Maybe I'm wrong on that one. I lost count.
2013 was 5.
Wow.
So 10 years.
13
years. Moana, a remake of an animated movie, the 7,000th,
where they have The
Minions
Rock
movie.
in a muscle suit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
They have The Rock in a muscle suit.
So Mortal Kombat, how many Mortal Kombat movies did they make before?
2.
And
then
2.
Yeah.
So this is the second Mortal Kombat 2.
The second, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You say that like that's not even. We've got plenty of those.
Yeah.
Everywhere at this point. It's the second of the third, 8th.
Supergirl. Admittedly, it's been 40 years since they've done a Supergirl movie, but they did just do a series on a
it'll
network.
be another 40 years after this one.
Yes. And how many Insidiouses are there?
6, maybe.
Dude,
what?
Too many. I'm also amused. Just like in the top 10, they have one that's not even got a name. It's like Insidious sequel.
Yep.
Well, yeah, because that's how they're churned out, isn't it? You know.
Yeah.
How many Insidious movies are there?
Some of the movies on the list ranking above The Mandalorian and Grogu are understandable, like Toy Story 5 and Spider-Man. And Devil Wears Prada was a big deal when it came out. It was. But Mortal Kombat, an Insidious sequel, Scary Movie 6, the Supergirl Supergirl topping Star Wars movie, almost as unthinkable.
Carrie, I got it right.
What?
It's the 6th Insidious movie. I was just bullshit.
I didn't know there was 5 Insidious
Insidious 2010. Insidious Chapter 2 2013. Insidious Chapter 3 2015. Insidious The Last Key 2018. Insidious The Red Door 2023.
I think you say Red Dawn.
The Red Dwarf.
The Red Dwarf.
Interesting. Did that last key open the red door? Is that
I imagine maybe it did. Maybe
there was only 3 chapters and then they ran out of chapters. It's crazy.
Yes.
So have you seen Insidious, Mahler?
I've seen the first one. I care about them as much as I care about the Conjuring stuff.
Okay.
This era's horror slop that just pumps out and everyone watches the same movie once per year and goes, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And yeah, is Mandalorian and Grogu going to have that theme? They're probably not going to do a Star Wars theme.
Yeah, I think you'll have Grogu. Oh, look, baby Grogu drank all the milk.
And then Sigourney Weaver will say, "Get away from him, you bitch!" And we're all gonna be like,
yeah, remember?
I remember.
No, it could happen. It could happen. Don't realize it, please, for goodness sake.
It's too late. It's already done.
Oh shit!
So we're 1 year away from Star Wars 50th anniversary. They should be building up and doing something, and they're going to come out with.
They are destroying the franchise.
Yeah, Mandalorian. Yeah, and that took a lot of work. Let's not take away the amount of work they put in fucking up Star Wars, because you have to try that hard to fuck up the strongest intellectual property for cinema ever, with the most passionate fans, and the only reason it's still got any life in it, even though it's just a zombie that's just been, I don't know, brought back to life multiple times to just bugger, that there's still people out there that love Star Wars enough.
Yeah. I mean, we've said before, if you had collected very talented people with loads of money and their specific intention, like you told them to save the world, you have to destroy Star Wars with a handful of TV shows and movies, and they get to work, all the most talented people ever, to destroy as much of it as possible, you would end up with something that looks like what we got. So good job.
Yeah, I don't think word of mouth is going to help.
No.
You know what the vibes I'm getting, Mahler, and it's got a similar character, is the Clone Wars movie. The Clone Wars movie that came out, that launched the Clone Wars series, because the Clone Wars movie was fucking terrible.
I mean, I just, like, it's fucked. Even if it were a great film, I don't think it's going to work. It can't. Done too much damage. Why? This doesn't feel special. Why would I go see Mandalorian Grogu as like the average person? Why am I going to go see that? And it's like, well, it's like an adventure in a sci-fi world with a guy who looks kind of cool and a baby goblin. It's like,
who's cutesy pootsy, and he'll be cute for 2 hours doing silly Billy stuff.
And then intercut with the guy who's going to be burning people and jumping up and down and shooting his gun. Don't you want to see that? And it's like, yeah, maybe you'll get some people, whatever, but it's like enough to get a profit, enough to push like another season of Mad Nose. Like, I don't think so,
and
guys.
Plus the world they're in, right? So they're the only thing they can do is set up stuff for the Disney trilogy, which was a failure. The Empire is gone, so you're dealing with just mop up. Basically, we know that the New Republic completely fucks up. So I don't know. Are they going to show General Leia Organa being an incompetent idiot?
I hope so.
They should on no bulls.
Yeah, I don't think it's a streaming movie that they just decided to put in the theaters.
Yes.
Filled with memory. It's got walkers and big Jabba species, and
it's got roided the hut.
Roided the hut. We got huts. We got roided huts. We've got derivative Jabba, derivative Yoda, derivative Boba Fett.
Thank you.
Do you think we're going to get any cameos from Luke or Han
Ahsoka?
or Leia? Ahsoka?
Ahsoka, these nuts.
Oh my god.
Hey, we're getting that series later this year too.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I just want to go. That's all I want to do.
I ain't reviewing it.
Yeah, you are.
No, not.
Yeah, you are.
You got a short memory.
No.
Yes.
I've got a long memory.
Hey. That's Mauler, not you.
The long. The Long. You're going to review it, aren't you, Waller?
Oh yeah, may as well.
Well, I might just do a season video on it,
Begrudgingly.
but I don't think episode by episode. Fucking hell no.
Oh, no, I'm not going to review it. It's Starfleet Academy was enough. If Rings of Power comes out this year, though, I do episode reviews of that. That's going to be rough. And then Harry Potter. Harry Potter at the end. It's going to be very busy at the end of the year. I don't know. I know Ahsoka got delayed, but wasn't it supposed to be later this year? I'll look it up.
Yeah, I think it's meant
yeah,
to
but
be
there's no
late this
date
year.
yet.
Where she goes back to the other galaxy to tell the other guy to go to go back to the galaxy that he was in before, and then Thrawn's going to say, "Yes, my starship being blown up was all part of my plan."
Yes. God, will fucking Mobland and the gentleman just hurry up, please? I need to see something good. Yes, Quarter Black will have to edit all of those Rings of Power videos, but we've built some assets over the years. Some assets.
Giggity.
How's everybody doing? Is everybody okay?
Good.
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
doing all
That's
right.
good.
How
Doing
you
okay?
doing?
Spick and
Yeah.
span.
Spick and span?
Yeah. That sounds.
The hell's that?
What?
Let's get to the people. Let's get to the people. Oh, your thing's not pinned anymore, X-Ray Girl.
Is that
I thought I pinned
Is that
it.
an ensuite?
Here, I'll
One of those doors?
put it in the private chat.
I got it. It's all right. I got it. It's
Is that
all right.
Nerdrotic sign on that door? Is that the ensuite?
Oh, bathroom. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The what?
The
ensuite?
ensuite bathroom.
So that's the bathroom. Girls don't go to the bathroom. What are you talking about?
Well,
Yeah,
it's for the
powder their
tub.
nose.
I need to
They
use the
powder
tub,
their nose.
so I
tub.
can soak my body.
Oh my God! Now you're gonna
Shut
get
the
the chat all
bath.
excited.
The bathing utensil.
Read the first couple. I'll BRB.
Okay. All right. Doc Possum for 10 says, "All hail the real BBC and greetings to Mahler as and pickled ginger."
Greetings.
How is Gary a pickled ginger? Anyways, I don't want to know. Super Based for 10 says, "Mahler will appreciate this. Just picked up Simpsons comic #1, CGC 9.6. What is the best way to frame and preserve it? Any brand of frame you'd recommend?" Isn't
Please
it
don't
in a
tell me they're
frame
asking me
already?
that. That's got to be a dad's question.
It's in a frame already, right?
Well, if you've purchased it and it's a 9.6,
CGC.
then it's already CGC'd and in a case. So
I'm
just
confused.
it every now and again.
Okay, there you go. Callum G for £5 says, hearing Mahler's voice go into panic mode when Fargate is brought up on open bar kills me every time. Hail the fellowship, and I hope Regs is okay. Yes.
Yeah, because I'm trying to find creative ways of making it sound real without giving it away. Because if someone says something extremely ridiculous, I'll try and pivot into being like, yeah, that's what a lot of people were saying about that. But, it's, like try to make it sound somewhat believable. And Drink is just there like, what the fuck is anyone
What
talking
is happening? I literally had Stargate and Farscape beside each other on my shelf, and I kept on calling it Fargate. I'm like, you guys have ruined me. Andrew McCarty for $4.99. Mahler, it's been a while. How was Star Trek season 1 to 3? Did you finish it? What about TNG season 1 to 7? Thoughts? Star Wars or Star Trek? Empire or Con? The spotlight on you. I can repeat anything you don't remember.
As the first question, we're paused on season 3.
How was Star Trek season 1 to 3?
No, I'm saying that I haven't continued it past.
Okay.
When watching it, we're paused on season 3. We're intended to pick it back up at some point. I've just got so much TV to watch right now.
There we go. Nick Harrigan artwork for £5 as are Mahler. If I were to send you a print of my work, which fandom/franchise would you prefer, and how best to send one?
I don't have a PO box, so there's no best way to send anything to me. I'm afraid, dear boy.
I still
It's
need
very
to
kind of
figure
you
out
to ask.
setting one up. If I do set one up, I'll let everyone know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I do set it back up again, I'll let
And
you
Gary
know.
has one of my LOTR ones. That's cool. I've probably seen it. Robert Hayes for $4.99 as, what do you think of Transformers the movie turning 40 this year? Also, who is Cyclonus? Really? Anyway, till
Okay.
all are one.
Okay. So there's the well, first of all, it's August. I think it officially turns 40. It was in August of 1986 that Transformers
Traumatic.
the movie. Yeah. Transformers the movie destroyed young boys everywhere. The raging debate about Cyclonus, is he Bombshell? Is he Skywarp? In the movie, Bombshell is in the foreground, and Skywarp is in the background, but it's clearly Skywarp. Cyclonus is Skywarp. Scourge is Thundercracker. I'll hear no difference.
And I'm just Cracker.
You're just a cracker.
A Cracker.
Yeah.
Bobby Hamner for $19.99 says, hey guys, wondering, thinking about buying some Invincible comics.
Mhm.
Was wondering what your opinions are on them. Are they any good? Is it better than the show? And don't want to waste my money if they aren't any good. Well, if you're gonna buy the comics, I would wait.
Wrong time to buy.
Yeah, wrong time to buy the comics. But if you're just gonna get the trades and stuff, yeah, it's worth reading. It is. It goes a bit wonky at the end, but
a few years ago, I picked up Invincible #1 when the series the animation came out, and I remember having a conversation with Gary about it when we're just on the phone one day, and Gary's just like, "Oh, the wrong time to have picked that up because it's obviously gone up in price because of the show and whatnot." And I was like, "Yeah," right, blah blah blah, and now. It's gone up even more, it's gone up exponentially more. So even though I could have like a few, 5 years before, could have picked it up for much, much less. But I picked up the first one. It's skyrocketed.
Yeah, speculators drive up comics right up until a movie releases. Now, depending on the success of the movie, can help or hurt the value of the comic. But either way, once movie comes out and it's good or not, it kind of settles back down. So if you're looking to collect the comics, always wait till well after the show is done and you'll be able to get it cheaper. The Invincible books will be cheaper after the show is done, no matter how it finishes. That's just kind of the way things are. Never buy, always sell right before the movie comes out and never buy right before movie or show comes out. Kind of a standard rule. Yeah. And, like the Boys comics shot up quite a bit early on in the series, and they're back down to reasonable levels and will be even cheaper once it's done.
I think I only need the first 4
of the Boys.
Yeah, I think I only need the Wildstorm one.
The Wildstorm books.
Yeah,
I think it went up to 6.
It could have been 6. It might be the first 6.
I can't remember the exact number. Yeah,
it's either the first 4 or the first 6. But I think my collection starts around about 4 or 6.
So you got the one I'm in.
Yes, which
23.
is like 23. Yeah.
Yes, 23.
Yeah,
and 37. I'm in one panel.
You make yeah.
Yeah. The Boys. Have you seen the Boys, Mahler?
No, I'm still doing a rewatch that I'm very fucking slow on right now, so I haven't gotten to season 5 yet.
I can't see why you'd be in a hurry. So I didn't catch up. I'm gonna retroactively catch up before the end of the series. The first 2 episodes are it's kind of the same thing as Daredevil. Like and it's really hard to look away from the allegories. There's like a couple of funny things in it that made me chuckle. Rock hard. But essentially it's more of that I'm fucking done with super nihilism. And I thought it was original, and they did this a lot in comics in the early 2000s and 2010s. They're like, what if superheroes lived in our world, right? And it's just extrapolating off of Watchmen and seeing how we can out edge each other. Remember Irredeemable from Mark Waid as?
Yeah.
which takes the bad Superman trope all the way to the end. Like that is the worst to the point where the villains become the good guys to try to stop them. It's so bad.
There's just so many of this shit now.
There's just so much of it. And yeah. And now they're so far off the comic. It's just its own thing. And Homelander can't have the end that he had in the comics. And it's just the Homelander show. I think most people watch it for Homelander than anything else.
Well, yeah, because he's the only interesting character. When I say interesting, he's the only character that appears to have some sort of agent, like legitimate agency to do what he wants. Whereas everyone else is just so confined by plot. And it was oh my God, those episodes were hideous. Those first, they were hideous.
They were not good. And the effects are not good. And
the writing, the script is utterly abysmal.
The villain of, I mean, there's nobody like really great except for, Huey and
Huey did fuck all in the first two episodes.
Yeah, but in the comics, like Butcher's the villain.
Well, in this show, he don't care if he kills the whole world.
No.
So how are we meant to root for Butcher? Fuck's sake.
Well, that's the thing is you got to find people to root for. But people watch for Homelander, like, what's Homelander going to do now? And I'm sure it's going to get watched by a bunch of people, but the series is ending. Kripke has come out and said, yes, I am clowning half the country. It kind of, it just gets tiresome.
He's just a scrawny, effeminate little something.
Well, and then having like Daredevil and the boys have very similar themes coming out at the same time. It's like, oh my God, this is exactly. It puts you to sleep. It puts you to sleep. Frank Casamento has gifted 5 Nerdrotic memberships for $25. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe we'll do a Daredevil watch party tonight. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. I got a little work to do. Grand Wazoo has gifted 10 Nerdrotic memberships for 50. Hail, thank you. We have to do a watch party of some kind. You know what I was watching on the plane, guys? I was watching Clarkson's Farm season 4. It's so good.
Nice.
I got right to the part where those two fucking bints tell him he has to pay $40,000 for 3 giant umbrellas. And he's all, what? Wait a minute. And they like go past the conversation. He's all, no, stop. $40,000 for umbrellas. So he got the pub cheap, well, cheapish, but then everything doubled by the end. And then the deck he was working on is going to cost twice as much too. And then like, this has so much more development and so many more endearing characters than anything I regularly watch. I can't wait for season 5. I hope it hurries up. It does. Richard Ham, the little pig. Richard Ham.
Have you been, by the way, just going off topic slightly, have you been hearing about this Malcolm in the Middle fucking reboot?
Oh, dude.
It's like modernity in the middle.
It is modernity in the middle. So somebody has a daughter that's non-binary, and then one of the brothers is gay now.
His black best friend in the wheelchair's gay, isn't it? Is that the one?
Why aren't they all gay?
Probably
at this point. Why not?
Why not? Yeah. Yeah, it's just like,
I didn't watch the show when it came out. So
I did. I used to like a bit of Malcolm in the Middle. Those days are gone, my friend. And then I'm just hearing like the Scrubs reboot, and Dr. Cox is dying in it now. And he just
I've heard that's better than everyone expected. I haven't seen it, but the trailer for it was awful, and then I've
Yeah.
seen people recommending it, so I was like,
Kelso's not in it. Janitor's not in it.
well, how old is the actor for Kelso now?
Well, Kelso would be old, but the janitor, he could be in it. So he's not in it.
That's a bit curious. I don't know why they wouldn't have brought him
That
back.
show didn't even end well. All right. So I love Scrubs. I watched the shit out of Scrubs. I watched it
was
all the time.
amazing. When it was
funny
in
as
its
fuck.
heyday, it was fucking amazing. Could do pathos well as well.
Mikey Gusler for $20 says Crowcat released a new video called Resident Evil 4 is Timeless. RE4 Remake is a good product of its time. It's his second video on the comparison of both games, and he brings a lot of receipts of why he hates that remake. Mahler, seen it?
Yeah, I answered this on my stream last night. Do you know who Crowcat is as?
No.
Super interesting channel where the way he presents sort of like, so to speak, a video essay is a collection of comments made over time by, interviews or reviewers. So for example, he'd give you all the behind the scenes dev diary stuff for like an earlier Halo game, and then it'll be contrasted with the modern ones. So whereas you'll get something about like how important it is to remain faithful or to do this thing mechanically or to pay attention to this thing, it'll then intercut with someone being like, yeah, we didn't know what we were doing with blah, 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 or, just to sort of compare the eras. Very favored YouTuber until about 3 years ago. He released his video on Resident Evil 4 Remake, and it was extremely controversial because, as you're aware, a lot of people are quite fond of that remake.
It's good. It's a good remake.
He said it was soulless, and it was a bit controversial. And 3 years later, he's made another video to double down. To be honest with you, I'm not against the idea of calling it a product of its time, but I would say that RE4 is also a product of its time. There's loads of sensibilities in that game that no longer exist. One of the ones that was made fun of course, was the QTEs. They're very strange. And
product of its time doesn't necessarily mean bad.
No, well, I think it's a masterpiece. So, but there's lots of things that don't happen anymore in gaming that used to happen in that, and there's lots of things that are happening right now in gaming that I hope will be fucking gone. The more time goes on, like in different things. He brings up a lot of points that are really interesting, but I also think he's just ridiculously unfair with RE4 Remake. You'd think that he believes, and he might do, that there's nothing of worth in that game. And I just think that's really unfair.
It's a great remake. It's for a lot of fun. There's a lot missing from it. There's bits tweaked in it, like all the remakes. That's the way of those remakes. But no, Resident Evil 4 Remake was
I'll tell you, man, as
great stuff.
As someone who's played Resident Evil 4 OG like a billion times, I remember being like, ooh, they better be fucking careful. And I was like, oh shit, I'm having loads of fun. They've done a really cool job here. I still think OG's better, and I still agree with some of the criticisms he brings up. I just don't think he's very fair to remake, and the artistry in it, like the effort they put in. So I've seen both of his videos, and I appreciate he does not like RE4 Remake. I still don't. I've not been compelled by it very much, though.
Fair enough.
Gary, what do you think? RE4 Remake versus the OG?
It's soulless remake. I don't know.
Wow, Gary.
I'll be controversial. Did you guys like it? It's a fun game. That's all that should matter. Josh Kelsey drops $19.99 and walks away. That's what he does.
Thank you, Josh.
Damn, someone in chat said RE4 is horrendous dog shit and aged horribly. Oh,
what?
Wow.
RE4 is one of the best games of all time.
It's just so much fun. You should stream it sometime. Have you done that? The OG.
I haven't streamed the OG one. I'd like to do that because I haven't played the OG one in such a long time now.
Do it.
It would be probably quite a lot of fun to go back to that. And Leon's amazing quips.
Leon, that's my favorite version of Leon. He's so fucking funny in that game.
He's great.
Macaulay Gallagher for £5 proper money says, as on a previous stream, you said that you were a fan of Jeremy Brett's Sherlock Holmes. Do you have any favorite episodes? Best wishes, guys. favorite?
Well, I mean, the whole series is absolutely amazing. I have a huge affinity for Hound of the Baskervilles because I just love that. I love that story. I've loved it ever since I was a kid. So to see Jeremy Brett in that and the way that he kind of reconnects with Watson in that is so damn good. But that whole series, I think it's a series I'm after the X-Files probably, I'm going to rewatch all of Jeremy Brett's Holmes again. So it's just so damn good. To me, greatest Sherlock Holmes. And then Basil Rathbone after that.
Basil Rathbone's the one I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
Young Sherlock Holmes from Guy Ritchie. How was it?
Half a great series.
And the other half is
intersectional feminism.
Oh shit. God damn it. Come on, Guy Ritchie.
The first 4 episodes were excellent, and I thought it was an excellent series. And I think the first 4 episodes have more Guy Ritchie involvement. And the way that they Sherlock and Moriarty develop their friendship is really clever, really good. You can see why they're great mates. Moriarty's the standout character in this show. He's superb, the actor who plays him. And then halfway through the series, it then pivots to something else. I'll be quite, but the whole kind of show like pivots halfway through, and suddenly there's a suspicious amount of women doing suspicious amount of intersectional things. And Holmes kind of, I think, really gets lost in the last 4 episodes of the show quite a bit. Moriarty a little bit. But thankfully he's so good. And there's a lot of elevation of incidental female characters that aren't interesting.
Why do you hate women?
Yeah.
Because they exist, Mauler.
There's one right there. Look out.
I don't like her.
Thanks.
Run.
I
I'll
love
remember
you,
that.
X-Ray Girl. See, I don't I love you.
Okay.
Getting awfully gay in here.
Yeah,
Let's
got
stop.
myself out of that one quick.
Yeah. Anthony Saylor for 2 says, Mahler, how about how do I say this? Oh,
Jacksepticeye.
Jacksepticeye.
Bloodborne movie.
Yeah, like I said earlier, I don't know enough about him to know if that's a good choice or not. I don't know how passionate he is or how much he's going to want it to be faithful or how well he's going to execute stuff like that. Bloodborne is awesome. It could be awful. It could be good. I don't know.
Do you know the scariest thing about that to me?
What?
Is it's for Sony.
Well,
The amount of studio interference that's going to happen. Is it even going to be a Jacksepticeye movie?
Yeah.
Well, you're asked again, Jacksepticeye, to officially produced R-rated animated Bloodborne. How hyped are you? And what are the odds you think Gary can be the cleric beast? The cleric beast.
Beat the cleric.
I don't think
Beast.
Gary could be
You
the
wrote
cleric
beast.
beast. But no hype. I'll have to see as things come out, more information. I live in our current day and age, so I'm not going to be hyped for something like that. It's more likely it would be destroyed, so we'll have to see.
Cole Hauser for 10 Canadian pesos. Christopher Eccleston was a good Destro till he donned that awful mask. Rise of Cobra sucks ass. Did you see the Fan Toys movie edition Gavatron? Hail Gary, Muller, and X-Ray. Praise Allah.
The Fans Toys movie edition Galvatron, did he say?
Yes.
Can you just Cole Hauser knows I've got the Fans Toys. I've got both Galvatrons, Galvatron 1.0 and 2.0. You know that. But it's so weird you should say that about Christopher Eccleston as Destro, because I was actually watching a video about Destro yesterday on the channel, and they kind of referenced everything. They went through the comic version, they went through the anime version, then they went through the movie version, which is Christopher Eccleston, and yeah, and then they went through the latest Skybound comic iteration of Destro. And so that was pretty interesting. I love Destro. Got Destro up there with the Baroness, of course, because they're ride or die.
I was supposed to have comics to bag and board, and I didn't get it today. I mean, it's the name of the show. But I did find my 95 Fleer X-Men binder.
Oof.
Filled with the Fleer cards.
Fleer.
Ooh, very cool.
Very cool. I remember it like I'd get a wax box of these, and then like once you collect them, you're like you look at them a couple of times, and then it's like, yeah, they're cards. They're really cool looking. Can't imagine why they thought Iceman was gay. He's not gay, by the way. They made him gay.
Jean Grey turned him gay.
Jean Grey turned him gay. But there's that really good Cyclops one in here. Hang on. Yeah, this is fucking great. Can you see it? Yeah, that's good.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
One.
that's good shit.
Yeah.
Good shit.
That there be good.
Oh, the 90s.
Shit.
The 90s. Oh, the 90s. Let's go to the next one, shall we? Is X-Ray Girl going to scoop up some of those priceless Starfleet Academy set props? Says the Red Man.
Yes, I have been double checking the website, and it's still up for sign up. So, and then I will be on the phone with Gary because I know he wants some stuff.
Get on the phone. Get on the phone with me as well.
Oh, and
I want the
and
chair.
you.
I want a piece of that history.
I don't know if I can get you the chair, as it might be a little difficult to send over
Yeah.
to the UK. But a comm badge or something small would be fine.
Alexander.
Something gay.
Well, that's the get.
I want the
Jaden's
Klingon's dress skirt.
Jaden's
I want a Klingon
skirt. Yeah.
skirt.
Get Jaden's skirt.
Yeah.
For Az's bald head, it's very shiny and beautiful, says Alexander of Sweden for 20 Swedish krona.
It's not shiny under this. This is why I make it. I'm very specific to make sure that it's not shiny. It's quite matte.
Do you
Like I got a
powder it?
matte finish? No, but I do have some specific non-shine. You're a bald fucking twat gel, which you can rub on your head. It's not actually called that.
Okay.
I've editorialized. But I do have some specific gel for bald guys that you put on so your head doesn't shine, like on sunny days and stuff like that.
People used to try to make it shiny. Like
You can weaponize that as to
Yeah.
your advantage.
Yeah.
Your new power.
Horror
Your
movie.
enemies.
I was just listening to the end of, because somebody's going to bring up a Harry Potter tweet here. So I was listening to the end of Order of the Phoenix, and it's after Dumbledore pretty much lays out that Snape did all of these things to help Harry at the end, and he still doesn't care. There's a part where Harry's like, I don't care what Dumbledore says. I hate Snape.
Ooh,
I hate him more now than ever. And
I
you
hate
just
that
think about
black guy.
Black Snape.
I hate that black motherfucker. Like, whoa, Harry.
Soul Eater Tie for 12 says Voldemort. Nagini, kill. Black Snape. Take these Kool-Aid packets. Please, Harry, Ron, pocket this. Black Snape. Mix them into the pensive. Black Snape. Look at me. Harry looks. You have your dad's purty mouth. My previous super chat was Snape's death scene.
Okay.
Oh boy. Mexi Rage for 10 says, said this one on open bar, but I pray that we never see the day they try to do live actions of Prince of Egypt or Atlantis, the Lost Empire. Love those movies. Bob and Disney are morons. We need that book. I was reminded last night. I knew this, but I had just forgotten it for some reason, that Joss Whedon wrote Toy Story.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Oh, I'd forgotten that.
Yeah.
I'd forgotten that.
Yeah. You know, there's that tell-all coming out, the Bob Iger unauthorized biography.
Whatever.
That would have been a fart in the wind. Well, you say whatever, but Disney hired a Trump lawyer to stop it. To stop its publication.
Ooh, okay.
So now I want to read it. And there's some speculation that the guy's source might have been Bob Chapek. It'd be so funny. Oh, it'd be so good.
That would be good.
I cannot. We might need to do a dramatic reading of this book now. Again, wouldn't have given a shit about it and thought it was complete bullshit until Disney came out and hired lawyers to stop it. Little Streisand effect there.
Now you have my interest.
Now you have my interest. Gary, when will you read One Piece manga, especially pre-time skip, which has a beautiful story about being unprepared for the grand line? It does so much with it. Also, other manga, Gintama Hunter, X Hunter.
X Hunter.
Well, I have the One Piece. I have a lot because they collected the volumes in these boxes. So I have 4 of those boxes. Somebody sent me. I'll read them. I've been just reading old comics. And it is it's so much fun. I read the Blade Runner adaptation the other day, and it's Al Williamson, Carlos Garzón does the inking on that one, and it is so good. It is so crazy that Marvel adapted a rated R movie, but they've done it before. It's one of the best adaptations. That's the same artist team that did Empire and Jedi.
Gonna pull the trigger on the G.I. Joe compendium?
I was thinking about it, and then I saw on eBay there's the full run of G.I. Joe comics for Marvel at a pretty deep price. I mean, the compendium is cheaper, but not much cheaper.
Wow.
And I was like, maybe I'll just pull the trigger on the comics. But the compendium, there's it's rad. Like you get multiple versions of the compendium, and it'll look really sexy on a bookshelf. So, yeah, I might, and I'll actually get it. So there's a plus. There's a plus. It's beautiful looking.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I've got the Transformer ones down there. It's going to be, yeah.
I missed out the Transformers one. I missed out on. I might still get. But yeah, there's a full run. There's a couple of full runs of Transformers and G.I. Joe comics on eBay. I was like, had my eye on.
I do have a full run of the Transformers one.
You know what? Those are 2 I never. I had the runs and I sold them. Well, that sounded bad. I had the runs and then I didn't have the runs because I took some Pepto. No, I had the G.I. Joe and Transformer runs and I sold those in the store.
Yeah.
And I listen, I like Transformers a lot more than I like G.I. Joe.
Transformers is my numero uno.
Sorry, Cole Hauser, but Transformers was my jam. G.I. Joe was, I don't know. I think I like it more now than I did back then.
But I've got a weirder sort of in with that because to me, it wasn't just G.I. Joe. I was going through all the Action Force stuff before Hasbro bought out Palitoys. And then they assimilated G.I. Joe into Action Force. And so I've kind of gone through this whole history of going through Action Force, then going through this assimilation phase, then going into G.I. Joe. So it's quite a cool little thing got a cool little thing.
Yeah. Well, dude, I'm Gen X, early Gen X. So my G.I. Joe was Kung Fu Grip. And it was the
Action Man. We call that that Action Man. And yeah.
With the beards and stuff. That shit was cool.
Kung Fu Grip and moving eyes and voice.
So you know what happened in the 70s that created the action figure phase, like the whole thing. You know what was the cause of it, right?
No, not gone.
Petroleum.
Oh,
petroleum. Gas crisis.
Yeah.
Plastic is petroleum based.
Yeah.
It got really expensive, so things got smaller.
Shrunk it down.
Yeah. Shrunk it down. Yeah, the realistic hair. It's hard to find a one in great condition in the box too.
Oh, yeah. There's the
old school ones.
Yeah.
You can find them.
Hero there.
Somebody mentioned in the super chats they went to Freak Toys. God, I'd love to take you to this place. It's in Wisconsin. It's in Sheboygan. It is the best vintage toy store I've ever seen.
Ooh.
Yeah. Dude, anything that has a flag in a box.
What'd you just call me?
A flag. the USS Flag?
Well, I mean,
Are you a flag it?
apparent heterosexual.
No, but they had one like complete in the box. That's a legit store.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
that's
a legit store.
I'd love a flag.
Yeah,
I would love a flag.
Alex
man.
Belfour's talking about it right now for $9.99. Gary, I went to Freak Toys this weekend on your recommendation. Kids loved it. Got comics and toys. I grabbed Lobo, Infanticide, all 4 issues, and a TOS Kirk figure.
Wow.
They have vintage Doctor Who. They have vintage Star Trek. They have Mego, one of the best Masters of the Universe collection, including, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, it's like Wonder Bread or whatever. They did an early figure. So He-Man's got brown hair, but it was with, God, was it? I can't remember if it was Wonder Bread or something like that. It was some giveaway. And it's like a $2,000 or $3,000.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're actually right there.
Yeah. So and it's like $3,000. But
yeah, that's like a completely fucking original kind of very difficult to get a hold of that.
Well, they got one.
There's a toy auction a couple of months back. They had an OG He-Man carded, skeletal carded. I think they had a Battle Cat as well, and so good.
No, they have old Micronauts, Black Hole action figures, Buck Rogers action figures.
Now then, which Buck Rogers were they? Which ship version were they? Because they used to have the guns, but then they took the guns off, didn't they?
So it's pre and post. Well, same with Battlestar Galactica. Finding a Viper with the choking hazard. Yeah, I got one of those. No, listen, free ad. Freak Toys, if you're in Wisconsin, you're in Sheboygan. It's a good comic store, too. They have a really good comic collection. It's a proper store, right?
Proper.
How we doing, everybody? Let's look at that time. Okay. Don't worry, Gary. You can relax now. I fixed the MCU list from Variety. Excited for that official FNT ranking, though. I responded to your email. I thought the list... I mean, I could argue with you on a couple things, but it's better than Variety's list. Remember that Variety MCU list? Holy shit. Ranking the MCU?
Yeah, that was so shit.
Yeah.
That was one of the worst lists.
Super Frandaman for €5 says, did you hear about Ruby Rose allegations against Katy Perry? That's wild, bro. She must not have liked her as Batwoman. Rewind. Be kind to rewind. You can, we talked about it earlier on. Right after I said we weren't going to talk about it. We talked about it. I just started.
First thing.
Told X-Ray Girl to take it off the title. We're not going to talk about it. And of course I fucking talked about it. I am not going to pass up a conversation about somebody rubbing their, I doubt it was a bush. It was early 2000s. So she's probably waxed, right?
I have no idea.
Which could create a bunch. We think of this is why we're here on the Real BBC. We think about things that the media generally won't. They did not get into like how hairy was the bush. Was it like the jungle down there, or was it Brazil?
Well, if it was 20 years ago, very hairless was the style.
Landing strip, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a fuel protest that started across Ireland last week, and it is still going strong. Joke of an Irish government dropped price of diesel by 10 cents. Well, you go get them. They're fucking idiots.
So a great little thing on my Insta reel was this like hot chick walking down the street, and there's like regular dude, not an ugly dude, but like a regular dude. And he's just sat there, and he's just stood there, and she's like, "Hi, how you doing? And do you need any help with anything?" She's like, "No, I don't want to talk to you. I don't know you." And he's like, I know, but I'd like to get to know you. Can I get your number? And she's like, "No." And she walks off. And he's like, and then he picks up these 2 jerry cans and starts walking off. And she's like, whoa. She's like, what's in there? Are they jerry cans? What's in there? And he's like, yeah, what's in there? And he's like, just got some diesel. And she's like, "Oh, I mean, you can get my number if you want." And then he just goes, "Sorry, I'm not into gold diggers." And then just walks off.
So, is there a petrol diesel crisis in the UK or Ireland?
Oh no, the price has just gone through the fucking
for
roof.
everybody. I can't imagine why that would happen.
I know we've gone from like £1.30
Something
to
happened in the world
£1.60.
that caused that. I don't know.
I'm not gonna go there. Let's talk about Iran.
Sweet.
I ran so far
Iran.
away. Iran.
No, Iran.
I couldn't.
I know
get
Americans
away.
love calling it Iran, but it's Iran.
Thanks for what you do, says Hollow Killers for $2.
You push him too far, as you'll start calling it
know.
Italy instead of Italy.
I hope he does. I went to
Hey,
Italy
I was
on
listening
my
to
holidays.
Jeremy. I was like, and he said Glasgow, and I'm like, yes, my brother.
No. Does he call it
Glasgow.
Glasgow and Edinburgh.
Glasgow.
Edinburgh.
Somehow the landlord returned. Be honest, though, you still would. Godspeed, smiling friends. Smiling friends. Mahler loves the smiling friends. He showed me smiling friends, and I'm not gonna like pretend I get everything, but I like it.
It's over. They aired their last episodes. It's done.
What are they gonna do next?
Not entirely sure, but it clearly ended abruptly because it doesn't have an ending. It's just stopped, which is a shame. But you know,
So chat. Mahler likes smiling friends. I get the appeal. Like, I didn't think it sucked, right? I'm just old and probably didn't understand the humor. Chat, you need to pressure Mahler. Not that he doesn't have enough stuff to watch, but he can just do this on the side to watch Venture Brothers. Mahler needs to watch Venture
Prisoner.
my side is currently stocked up with all the shit I'm behind on. I don't have a side anymore.
Mahler, watch the first episode of The Prisoner tonight and then text me.
Oh, he'll
See?
finish the series.
See? Another thing I gotta watch.
Just watch the first episode of The Prisoner tonight and then text me.
I'm not against watch. I'm not like you, where I just go like, oh, I'm gonna watch. I'm on board with watching all of these
impression
things.
ever.
I got an order of things. I gotta fucking catch up with all these other things. It's horrible.
Just watch the first episode of The Prisoner tonight and text me.
Why can't I watch the first episode of all the different things I need to see?
But
And
just
then
watch,
text
yeah,
you.
no, you can. You can.
Why
but
can't I
then-
just text you?
For me to accept a text, you must have watched one of the following first episodes.
Everybody loves Dr. Girlfriend. Okay. If we ignore the voice.
As loves Dr.
So
Girlfriend.
Dr. Girlfriend is she looks like Jackie O, Mahler,
Okay.
but she has a voice like this.
Oh, okay. Now I get the
She's a female, but she just
Sure.
yeah.
She's a female like Sean Penn's new missus.
No, she's actually a female. She just has she's got a voice like this.
Okay.
Venture Brothers is amazing. But I can't say, like, I would honestly say watch The Prisoner first, for sure. The Prisoner is all-time great television, all-time great storytelling.
Yeah, so Mahler can watch the first episode tonight.
It's
Just text me.
like some of the themes are applicable, well, definitely applicable today. I think they're very universal and timeless, even
Yes.
though this is a very like mod 60s TV show.
Yeah, they're thematically
cool
you
as
can relate
fuck.
it to so much today. Yeah.
It is so cool. They need to remaster that because it's filmed, right? So they can do that in 4K.
They've done it in blue. They did it in a nice remastered Blu-ray recently, very recently.
I got
which
it.
was, but
Mahler's like, stop with the peer pressure, man.
No, you do it all you want. I've got no time. There's nothing to give away right now, but I will get to it one day.
Well, that's like with Stargate. It's
Just
like I
first
want to get into
episode's nice,
Stargate, but like slicing time away for how many seasons of Stargate are there? 11?
11, I think.
11, and then there's other Stargates.
Stargate Atlantis.
So it's not like taking on Babylon 5, which is
Well,
just 5
I've
seasons.
never watched Stargate Atlantis though. I've only watched Stargate.
Okay. So I'm gonna like. I'm so far liking Stargate. I don't hate it. I'm kind of into it. You know.
Well, I'm into the 4th season of the X-Files right now. Dude, I'm in fucking heaven. Heaven.
One of the greatest shows ever made.
Heaven.
And those first 6 seasons are fucking bangers, man.
I am in heaven.
The Right Media for 15 Australian dollars. Mahler, what did you think of The Last Samurai Standing? Gary, will Despot of Antrim be invited on FNT? Yes, we'd invite him. Yes, absolutely. Panel movie question. Did any of you have a favorite biopic? Mine is Hacksaw Ridge. Biopic. Walk the Line.
I do
Ed
have a
Wood.
favorite. Sorry, go on.
Does Ed Wood count?
Yes.
That
Okay,
was
yeah.
pretty good.
It's a. I mean, you could say. I mean, Oppenheimer was fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
That was some fucking superb. My favorite biography, though, or autobiography in this case, is "The Moon's a Balloon" by David Niven. That is fucking great read.
I like balloons.
That is an absolutely insanely good autobiography. It's crazy good. David Niven was just such a.
Did you see
suave.
Last Samurai Standing, Mahler?
No, I never really got around to it properly.
Oh.
Again, this is another thing that's on a long
All right, it's
list.
fantastic.
Oh. It is great.
Lots of fun.
Just watch the first episode. Give me a call.
Yeah, and give us a text.
Texas today.
I'm just going to text you saying I watched the first episode, and you're going to say what, and I'll never tell you.
Then you'll never reply.
Godzilla Minus Zero trailer out today. I hope it's 75% as good as Minus One, and I don't think it's possible to be as good as that movie. That's all I expect. You know, kind of like Daredevil Born Again could have been 75% as good as the Netflix series, and I would have been completely satisfied. If they get, I think it's going to be very difficult to recapture the lightning in the bottle of Godzilla Minus One, which, I mean, it's in my top 10 films of the century. So
it's a Godzilla movie, but it's not. You know, there's plenty of Godzilla in it, but it's amazing story about this guy and Japan and the Japanese people, how they're trying to rebuild after the Second World War, and the lies from their government and the sacrifice of their men for kind of nothing. And so there's such a massive human element with Godzilla Minus One as well. And then the Godzilla bits are just fucking insane. So good. And then it all ties in with, you know, the kamikaze pilot who survived and the guilt that he's lived with. It was so well done.
It did the thing that we always like. We just want to see monsters in our monsters movie because the humans are usually pointless, vapid.
In this case, I don't think they were. Yeah.
No, in this case, they were the story.
Mm.
So it's like the closest thing to Jaws I've seen since Jaws.
Oh, that's a really good. I like that analogy. Yeah.
Freaking love that movie.
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Gary, don't worry about reading my username. Love you guys. You'll make the nerd part of my life much happier. Another?
Yeah, and I believe they wanted us to call them
Babies.
Cat.
Why not just put that in there?
I don't know.
I'm so confused. But thank you for the $10. As fair warning, be careful if you ever go to Thailand. Some of them gals have a surprise package down below, says Hanzo for $10.
Well, if I'm going to Thailand, I'm going with Chat's mum. Okay, so she'll keep me on the straight and narrow. Thank you.
Kinky. What will happen first? George R. Martin finishes Wins a Winner, or Gary is on time for his own stream?
Never.
Yes.
I'll be on time for I've been on time a couple times.
You'll be late for your fucking funeral, mate.
God, I hope so. Marksman 117 for $10. Fun historical fact. The bagpipes were invented in 1469, 69, dude, by the Welsh blowing into a sheep's lower intestine. The Scottish would improve on that design by removing the intestine from the sheep first.
I've heard that one.
Love you, long man. Starship Troopers remains based.
It's a pretty cool movie.
It's amazing.
It
Great
is.
movie.
It is. How we doing on time there?
I got to bounce in a couple of minutes, dude. I'm afraid.
Okay, yeah, we're almost done. Oh no! If only this is from Lofty Pixels Prolapsed Peepee for $10. Oh no! If only Batman comics, DC Comics, had a character perfect to capture the dark, gritty, and realistic True Detective vibe they want. Stares at the Question, Vic Sage version. Question's a great character, but they turned it into Renee Montoya.
Renee Montoya, for fuck's sake.
Fucking hell.
Then they got a gay Question. Then they gayed her. They gayed her. Did they question her first, then gay her, or did they gay her first, then question her?
She was gay first. Before
Gay
she was,
first,
she was gay prior to her making the New 52, which was the precursor to all new, all different Marvel. So DC was doing the race and gender swap well before. I mean, being crazy about it well before Marvel. But the Question, awesome character. Awesome character that they screwed up. Oh, well. 5 picoseconds for 5 Canadian pesos. Gary, how does it feel to officially have the less gay Jeremy on FNT? I don't know about that. Also, Mahler, did you watch?
No, Jeremy on FNT is gay. The others, never mind.
He's gay. He's gay. Also, Mahler, did you watch the new Smiling Friends episodes?
I did. I like them, but they really didn't feel like an ending, and it kind of hampers them a little bit in that sense, because you're watching it like, oh, this is the last episodes, and then just like, oh, there they go. Okay, well, that's that. Felt very lacking in fanfare, but that's how it goes.
Okay, we'll get the rest on a square up. Sorry, we're not going to be able to get them all today, but got to get a little work done. The square up will be Monday. I don't know if it'll be morning. I think it'll be morning this time on Nerdrotic Live and Rumble at 11 a.m. Central. So tune in then, and we'll get the rest of these. Thank you very much. What's this one over here? Yeah, we'll get those on the square up. We'll get those on the square up. What do you have coming up? By the way, very good video. I watched your video at the airport, talking about X-Files and talking about, how
Hollywood,
and you're not able to be engaged in these stories because they suck. And then you look back at the quote unquote simplicity of the procedural, which X-Files is just a procedural.
It's a procedural, but it's a procedural that it has just all the right ingredients of character. God, what's the word? I'm looking. My brain's fucking dead at this time. Chemistry. The chemistry between the main characters, the authenticity of the language, the language used. These sound like real people that exist,
and they didn't like each other at first. They're friends now, which is crazy. I think I love the story behind that, where they didn't like each other, and then they had a little time away, and they understood each other, and now they're friends.
But I got a video out now, and it's actually talking about that Russell T. Davis and Christopher Eccleston stuff. That's available right now. Go check it out after this stream. Tomorrow, Rip and the Silverback on my channel, 7:30 UK time, 1:30 Central time. And then expect videos throughout the course of the week until FNT. I'm going to have to drop now because I literally got something here. So I'll see you then. Take care, guys. Bye.
Traitor.
I know. Mahler, what do you have coming up?
You know, let me send an image through here. Hopefully, we can pull up briefly to give a little idea of what I'm dealing with. Which is, I announced that I'd be getting a new video out on the Marvels. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm up to. And
yes.
well, you know, on an upload, it got hit with a copyright. You know, just the one, maybe two, maybe three, maybe 4 or 5.
And this is all from Disney?
Well, you could just see all the names in there. If we could pull it up for the.
Oh, sorry, it's in the private chat. I thought you were pulling it up. My bad. I'm sorry.
That's okay. Does it have something to do with the length? Right? Because I never, ever get hit, but I also don't make longer video. Holy fucking shit.
That you know like how I do Star the visuals. One.
Yeah.
You know how I do them.
Yeah.
I'm pretty careful.
But Marvel, like, Disney never hits it. To their credit, they never hit anybody. So it has to be the length. Can you say how long this video is going to be?
Yeah, about 3.5 hours.
So that's a short for you.
Yeah.
So do you notice that they hit you when you go over an hour? I mean, you've done one under an hour. You did the Star Wars one. Is it an hour where it ticks in, you think?
That seems to be it.
Okay.
The potential case, though, I'm going to try and
Lord.
And see what happens.
Hurts.
Because some of these are ridiculous. They're like 3 seconds of one movie. And it's just like, why are you so mad? So obviously there's a chance that these all go away in a brief moment, and I'm hoping that they do, and everything is back on schedule. We shall see.
Did you announce when this video is coming out, or are we still keeping that quiet?
It should be, I think I said April 25th.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when it should be.
I have seen some of it. It's fucking fantastic.
Well, thank you. I hope people have some fun with it if it ever gets shown. Like, who knows?
Well, I mean, I think the gateway video to Mahler from many was your Captain Marvel video. I know the Star Wars 2 and TFA, but the Captain Marvel one was peak, and I think this is a great follow-up to it.
It's it doesn't hold back. There's not much in the movie to like. Let's put it that way.
No. That's that looked like our Starfleet Academy one, which I had never had to deal with until we did that supercut. Poor Garrett. He's in the chat too. We had to go back and forth on that one forever. Well, I'm looking forward to it. And then you have other stuff that might happen later.
Yes. In theory.
Who
theory. Knows? Exciting things on the way.
Exciting things on the way. X-Ray Girl.
X-Ray Girl everywhere. And I'm doing Dying Light 2 tonight with Tugs and Poor Choices tomorrow. I believe we are not doing a nooner tomorrow. So, because
we are not
at Cineacon. Yeah. So, I'll make an announcement on Gary's Twitter / the channel just to remind you guys.
Yeah, I got a video to work on anyway. And start it tonight. And this one's been cooking in my head since Starfleet got canceled. Yeah. We'll talk about things and stuff. That's all I'm going to say about it right now. Because honestly, I don't have it totally formulated yet. So that'll happen this afternoon when I go on my walk. We can talk about Buffy stream.
Yes.
The Buffy stream. My streaming schedules are going to be changing up in the near future. So we can accommodate the Buffy stream that I'm going to do with Mahler. We are finally going to do it.
I'm going to talk about a TV show.
We're going to talk about a TV show that we like. So the Buffy streams are coming soon. And we were originally, we were going to do it anyway, but the pilot kind of lit a fire under our ass. And now that the pilot's gone, we're still going to do it.
Exactly. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be tons of fun. So there's that, and video coming up, and video released last Thursday, and my talk with the AJ from the Y-Files will be out soon. Yeah, all kinds of fun stuff coming up. So thank you to the Nerdrotics. Thanks to everyone who left a super chat and donation. You help keep the lights on. Of course, we will be doing a square up on Monday. Thanks to all the lurkers. Thanks to everybody who participated. We hope you all have a great day. Ciao.
Bye-bye.